know that the chief guest Lodhaji is here. They are coming upstairs and then we will be starting the program soon. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome our chief guest this evening. Please give a big round of applause for our chief guest, Shri Mangal Prabhat Lodhaji, who is the Honorable Minister for Skill Development, Employment, Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Government of Maharashtra. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome this evening for this wonderful first Bhanap Konkani enclave that we have for entrepreneurs. I'm sure there are lots of takeaways as we leave this evening. We have some amazing guests, not from just Mumbai, from all over, mostly from Bangalore who've been here. They will share their experiences. We'll also have a lot of interaction, networking, so there's a lot to happen in the next 5 hours. Just before we start, just quickly, I know some of you may know, I'm Santosh Sirur, your host this evening. Of course, as a banker, but I'm a radio jockey and a podcaster with The Sound of Money and many other podcasts, including Amchi Legends, which you probably may have seen me along with Samir Haladi. Thanks, everyone. First, let's have the Sabha Praram Prarthana. Can I request Simrita Basrur to please come here?
Jai Shankar, everyone. Sabha Prarambha Prarthana. Dakshinasya Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Smarya Guru Parampara Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankara Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bhadarayanam Sutra Bhasha Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Paridnyanashrama Shri Guru Shankara Paridnyanashrama Shankara Sadguru Keshava Vamana Krishna Panduranga Ananda Paridnyana Guru Sadyo Jata Shankara Sadguru Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you, Simrita. Will be Masurkar, Mahesh Chairman, Mr. Rajan Mam and Gautam Amladi. So we have the lighting of the lamp. Can I request the dignitaries to please come on this side of the stage for the lighting of the lamp. Mr. Mahesh Kalyanpur, Chairman, Canara Saraswati Association, to have the welcome speech for this evening.
Jai Shankar. Respected Sri Mangal Prabhat Lodhaji, Sri Kishore Masurkar, President of KSA, respected dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Managing Committee of Canara Saraswat Association and the task force members of the KSA-CSN, I extend a warm welcome to everyone to this Entrepreneur First Conclave hosted by KSA and CSN. We are fortunate to have the Minister for Skill Development, Employment, Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Government of Maharashtra, as the chief guest to guide us. KSA is the premier social institution of the members of the Chitrapur Saraswat community. And this was mainly responsible for the pioneering work of many Chitrapur Saraswat institutions. Founded in 1911, the first major task undertaken by the KSA was to undertake a community census in 1912. One of the major findings of the census was the problems faced by the members to have affordable houses. This prompted late Rao Bahadur S.S. Talmaki to read a paper on cooperative housing in January 1914 at a public meeting in Hirabag, coupled with organized propaganda of the association, which resulted in the starting of the first cooperative housing society in Asia, which was the Saraswat Cooperative Housing Society at Gaondevi. A humble beginning for creating and building up benevolent funds was made in 1913 when a relief fund was started to help the needy. The Captain Harihar Bhatt Relief Fund was started in January 1919 for providing sick room requisites on loan and hire. Later we have the KSA has started many other benevolent funds. Some of the major activities of KSA include census operation. The first community census was undertaken in 1896 before setting up of KSA, and subsequently we have been conducting regular censuses. Due to COVID, the last census in 2021 could not be undertaken, but we will be considering census shortly. Relief funds, the association looks beyond its nose in this respect, and whenever a national crisis crops up, the managing committee takes upon itself the task of collecting funds from the members of the community, and thus helps swell the funds raised by the general public. Over the years, KSA has been supporting needy families with financial support under distress relief, medical relief, and education grant. We have been supporting students by providing them with refundable grants to complete their education. The association has been arranging every year number of religious, social, and cultural programs. We regularly honor people who have excelled in their area so that they become role models for the younger generation. The association runs a health center where specialists visit and provide consultation at nominal charges. KSA also provide the first aid requisites to the patients free of charge. Our functions, though primarily meant for the members of the association, are kept open to non-members and outsiders without restriction on caste and creed. The Canara Saraswat magazine is one of the most important and the regular activities functioning as it does. While the journal mainly provides a news magazine to the community, the editorial notes and special articles cover a wide range of subjects. The magazine is an important link between the members scattered far and wide around the world. KSA Holiday Home, we have a holiday home in Nasik, which is another great achievement of the association, where we provide a health resort at a very nominal rate to the members. We have been having this Kala Vibhag, which is the cultural wing of KSA, which was started in 72-73, and under this we have been having musical programs, we have been having exhibitions of paintings and concrete dramas. The Sangeet Sammelan, which was started by KSA to promote talent in the field of performing arts, has been a great success. This was started in 1976, and since then around more than 20 Sangeet Sammelans have been held. We encourage youngsters in sports. The KSA has been participating in various indoor and outdoor sports, and we have hosted state level carom and table tennis tournaments. Now talking about this latest initiative of KSA, which is CSN, it is in a way it has been revamped. The first convention was held in 1969, followed by a youth convention on 1st May 1970. So now the CSN in its new avatar is the latest initiative undertaken by KSA. The association is a living symbol of love and devotions of hundreds of voluntary workers who have toiled selflessly over the years to build up the present status and stature. Behind its saga of achievements in cooperative teamwork, in purposive planning and organized efforts for collective welfare and common weal, the association is a happy blend of old and new in age, attitude, and in action. The old lending the benefit of their experience, wisdom, and guidance to the young with their lively sense of present and the energy to act and achieve beyond its aim. These are some of the major activities undertaken by KSA. I once again thank everyone for their presence at this convention, which will encourage us to have many more such conferences in future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. I'll now request Mr. Kishore Masurkar Mam to felicitate our chief guest, Lodhaji, this evening. There's this wonderful piece of memento by our very own Bhanap, Shirish Burde of Vama Arts, presenting a memento for Lodhaji, along with shawl and shrifal and a bouquet. Thank you. Now request Lodhaji to say a few words for our KSA first conclave for entrepreneurs. Thank you.
नमस्कार। कन्नड़ा सारस्वत एसोसिएशन द्वारा आयोजित CSN एंटरप्रेन्योर फर्स्ट कॉन्क्लेव, इसमें आए हुए सभी अतिथियों का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। मंच पर उपस्थित आपके प्रेसिडेंट श्री किशोर मसूरकर जी, मेरे मित्र श्री महेश कल्याणपुरकर जी, राजन कासा जी, जिनके आशीर्वाद से हम सब जीवन के अंदर आनंद लेते हैं, ऐसे आपके मेरे सबके गुरु स्वामी जी, जब भी वो आते हैं मैं भी उनके दर्शन के लिए जाता हूँ। जब मुझे बताया गया था इस कार्यक्रम में, तो मैंने इस कार्यक्रम में आने के लिए हाँ इसलिए भरी क्योंकि मुझे आपका धन्यवाद देना था। इलेक्शन के अंदर मेरी विधानसभा में आपकी 2 कॉलोनीज आती हैं, आनंद आश्रम और तालमी की बाड़ी, और दोनों लोग आप मेरे को पूरे मन से आशीर्वाद देते हो, इसलिए आपके आगे हाथ जोड़कर सर झुकाकर आपका धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। भारतीय संस्कृति है कि किसी का एहसान हो, किसी का अच्छा हो तो उसको धन्यवाद मन से देना चाहिए। दैट इज़ द रीज़न आई एम हियर। और मैं इसलिए आपके प्रेसिडेंट से कह रहा था कि थोड़ा मेरे को जल्दी जाना है। उनका स्पीच मेरे से पहले था, पर थैंक्स, उन्होंने मेरी रिक्वेस्ट मान ली। अब उनको अब आराम से बोलने को मिलेगा, नहीं तो मेरे को थोड़ा जल्दी जाना था, इसलिए मेरे कारण उनको स्पीच शायद कट करना पड़ता है। तो मेरे पास स्किल डिपार्टमेंट है और MLA भी आप लोगों के कारण बना हूँ। आप में से कई लोगों को पता नहीं यहाँ पर कितने लोग तालमी की बाड़ी के आनंद आश्रम के रहने वाले हैं, पर हर इलेक्शन में जब मैं 400 से वोटों से जीता था, पहला इलेक्शन 95 में तब भी, और अभी जब 90,000 का लीड था तब भी, एक ही बूथ ऐसा है जहां हमको 90% वोट मिलते हैं, वो तालमी की बाड़ी का बूथ है और आनंद आश्रम का बूथ है। सो आई ओव ए लॉट टू यू एंड लकीली दिस टाइम आई एम विद द स्किल मिनिस्ट्री। सो मैं शॉर्ट में मेरी बात कर लेता हूँ। आपका अभी ये बता रहे थे कि मिस्टर नलिन कैनी जैसे बड़े लोग आपके कम्युनिटी के हैं, आपका भी उन्होंने वीडियो भी भेजा, आपको देखने को मिलेगा अभी, और भी आपके सारस्वत समाज के काफ़ी लोग आपके पूरे जहाँ भी हैं वहाँ अच्छे हैं, सक्सेसफुल हैं। तो इसका कारण क्या है? इसका कारण ये है, मेरे को जितना समझ में आता है कि आप लोग धर्म केवल पूजा से नहीं, आप लोग मन से धार्मिक हो। आप जो करते हो अच्छा करते हो, जीवन में अच्छा सोचते हो और लॉजिकली किसी का बुरा नहीं करना चाहते हो। दैट इज़ द रीज़न भगवान भी अपने भक्तों को ढूंढ लेता है, कौन भक्त खाली पूजा कर रहा है और कौन भक्त मन से अच्छा काम कर रहा है। तो अच्छा काम करने वालों को जो आशीर्वाद मिलता है वो आप सबको मिलता है। तो मेरे पास जो स्किल डिपार्टमेंट है उसकी ऑफ़र मैं करके मेरी बात समाप्त कर दूंगा। महेश जी, स्किल डिपार्टमेंट के अंदर हम बहुत सारी स्कीम चलाते हैं। मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि यदि आप आनंद आश्रम में या अपने वाल्मीकि वाड़ी में कहीं पर स्किल सेंटर खोलना चाहते हैं तो आपकी पसंद का सब्जेक्ट होगा और उसका सारा खर्चा जो है, टीचर का खर्चा, बाकी सब खर्चा वो सरकार देती है और हमारा कोई अधिकार नहीं रहता। नॉर्मली सरकार का इसलिए लोग ले लेना चाहते हैं कि डरते हैं कि सरकार बाद में अधिकार जमाएगी, पर इस स्कीम में कोई अधिकार नहीं है। एक दो, हम लोग एंटरप्रेन्योर को, जैसे आज आप एंटरप्रेन्योर को यहाँ पे एनकरेज करने के लिए प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं, वैसे हमारे भी एंटरप्रेन्योर का डिपार्टमेंट ही हमारा एंटरप्रेन्योर डिपार्टमेंट है। तो हम एंटरप्रेन्योर को डिपार्टमेंट के लिए कई स्कीम्स हमारी चलती रहती है। तो बाद में आपको कहेंगे तो हम आपको स्कीम्स की कॉपी भेज देंगे या आपको आएंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि किसी को भी उसमें, महाराष्ट्र का कोई भी व्यक्ति उसमें अप्लाई कर सकता है। तो आप लोगों को भी अप्लाई करना चाहिए, क्योंकि कई एंटरप्रेन्योर्स ऐसे हैं जो कि अल्टीमेटली, एंटरप्रेन्योर केवल टेक्निकल नहीं है, केवल फाइनेंशियल नहीं है, केवल मैनेजमेंट नहीं है, केवल कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है, इन सब का मिक्स है। और मिक्स तभी आता है कि जब आदमी को ये विश्वास हो कि मेरे साथ कोई न कोई खड़ा है, तो आदमी कॉन्फिडेंस से उसका बेस्ट उसके बाहर आता है। तो आप हमारे सरकार के साथ में भी काम करें मिलके। आपको जो भी एंटरप्रेन्योर के लिए हमारी स्कीम्स है, जैसे महिलाओं के लिए हमारी अहिल्याबाई होलकर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप स्कीम्स है, जिसमें हम 5 लाख से लेके 25 लाख तक पैसा देते हैं। वो हेल्प है, मतलब वन टाइम हेल्प है, वापस नहीं लेते हैं। और इसके अलावा अभी हम एक छोटे छोटे उद्योगपतियों के लिए भी एक स्कीम चला रहे हैं, जिनको एकदम छोटा सा काम करना हो, उसको भी हम 2 लाख से 5 लाख रुपए तक का फंड देंगे। रिफंडेबल है, इंटरेस्ट फ्री रहेगा। तो जैसा आप करना चाहते हैं वो हम भी कर रहे हैं, और शायद इसलिए आपके साथ मिलकर और आनंद आएगा। पुनः एक बार आपने यहाँ बुलाया, धन्यवाद दिया। सरस्वती जी की बहुत अच्छी मूर्ति दी, सॉल श्रीफल दिया, धन्यवाद। ये कनक्लेव सक्सेस हो, और इस कनक्लेव के बाद कम से कम 5 लोग ही सही इस कनक्लेव के कारण, नेटवर्किंग के कारण, कॉन्फिडेंस के कारण अपनी लाइफ में स्वयं कुछ कर सकें। अब एम्प्लॉयमेंट की लिमिटेशन है, सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज़ द ओनली सॉल्यूशन। और जब मोदी जी कहते हैं कि विकसित भारत आगे बढ़ेगा, तो विकसित भारत केवल नारे से और भाषण से नहीं बढ़ेगा, विकसित भारत सरकार के और आपके सहयोग से बढ़ेगा। और सरकार जब तक आपके साथ ईमानदारी से अपना बर्ताव नहीं करेगी, तब तक आप भी कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, वहीं घूम फिर के खड़े हो जाएंगे। हम ईमानदारी से आपके साथ में आपके लोगों के लिए सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं। प्लीज़ कम फॉरवर्ड, अलाउ अस टू हेल्प, वर्क विद यू, नॉट हेल्प विद यू। एंड और भी बहुत सारे हमारी एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के मेलावे चलते रहते हैं, अभी उसमें आपको भी आगे से इन्फॉर्म करेंगे, ताकि आप लोगों के भी लोग भाग ले सकें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बुलाया इसके लिए धन्यवाद, और जल्दी जा रहा हूँ इसके लिए माफ़ी मांगता हूँ। ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you, Lodha ji. Lodha ji has to leave as he has another engagement. So, whilst Lodha ji is on his leaving the venue, just to let you know that unfortunately, because of certain other commitments, Mr. Vinay Tonse is unable to be here. He was also one of our chief guests, but we got a late confirmation that he has a very important meeting to catch up on SBI in Bhubaneswar. So it had to be cancelled last minute. So he won't be there. But we'll continue. A lot of networking event will be there. A lot of opportunity, including the 1-minuters that we have. We've got a fantastic response. And I'm sure this will be something that we can look forward to, including the networking. Now I will request Kishore Mam Masurkar, who is the chairman, Entor International Group, also the director on Saraswat Bank and president KSA, of course, to talk about the concept of KSA-CSN. Thank you.
Yeah, Jai Shankar. Good evening, and I warmly welcome you all for this first ever Chitrapur Saraswat Entrepreneurs Conclave. This whole concept when CSN group, CSN is a very important wing of our KSA, Canara Saraswat Association, and under CSN is a Chitrapur Saraswat Networking. It was formed for networking between the business people, between the entrepreneurs, would-be entrepreneurs, and also with would-be entrepreneurs and consultant also. And I'm glad to inform you that lot of entrepreneurs have taken advantage of that. They try to contact with each other, and they have been very happy with this thing. And so our team decided that let us have a also physical meeting, you know. So the whole concept here is that CSN connect, support, and with physical networking. So that is what is the concept behind this conclave is. Friends, we Chitrapur Saraswat people, we always believe in value. We value what knowledge or what is called education, and more than that, we value integrity. And because of that, there are many of our people in past and as well as in even in also now, they have held top positions. They have been very, very successful in their own profession. You take any profession, you take a profession of even medicine or anywhere, any top person anywhere in the pharma also, we see top persons are many Amchis are there who are they are holding top positions. But to become entrepreneurship, what is required is a collaboration or, you know, to come to and cooperation. So that collaboration and cooperation needs that. For that, what we need is that some conclaves like this, where we all come together, we know each other, we'll know that what person is doing, what somebody else is doing there. So that is what is our whole concept behind this, is that to bring all of you together so that we can collaborate, we can share our views, we can be what is called take help of each other, and also we can take professional help of each other. So that is the main concept what is called behind this. As now just Mr. Lodaji has said, India is changing. You know, we are changing. We are not remained like what is called underdeveloped country or a developing country. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. Every industry, though there may be war outside or what is called tariff somewhere and all, but we are somewhere we feel that we are insulated from all that. And where we are also growing in every industry, in every sector. And in that whole thing, our entrepreneurs, and MSME is grown very, very, this thing, number of MSMEs now is almost a record MSMEs are there. So this is all growth is caused by whom? For entrepreneurs like who are in the business. So they have caused this thing. And of course, Modi-led government, as just now Minister has mentioned, they have supported in a full-fledged way. They have created an environment for entrepreneurship. And that entrepreneurship environment has made many people to come into the business. Now, as Minister has just said, instead of jobs, one has to look to do business. So this is the way. Then there was nothing like a skill development. I was talking to the minister and he was saying the skill development ministry was the first time it was done, you know, by any government. So this is the first time Modi government wants to support, wants to help, wants to see that how our industry grows, how India grows, how people enter into the business and how they do well. So there are a lot of schemes, lot of this thing. Our CSN, we are having many activities. Our CSN is now, is headed by our Gautam Amladi Mam. In his presentation, he will show that what we do under CSN. Also, our Param Pujya Sadhyoja Shankarashram Swamiji is very keen that youngsters should come into the business with his own fund, which is now no mutt has done, nobody has done. From his Padakanika, he wants to give, he has given the, what is called the grant to the entrepreneurs. So, you know, the whole thing is that, and one has to see that how the change comes in the community. So that is what is also required within us, how, and of course regarding, and he's with Swamiji's blessing, Samartha Bhanap Yojana we have started, and today we are having Hemant Mallapur Mam. He is there to guide you and tell you how Samarth Bhanap Yojana is been working. That is a very intense, you can get any support, any help from that. So that was our Param Pujya Swamiji's wish, and I'm sure that many of our entrepreneurs will take advantage of that, and they will, it will help them in their business. Friends, in our community, we have one very, very known, what is called entrepreneur. And as we say that our culture is such, when we do a business also, we see that how socially we can help others, we can do others, we can contribute for our community or for the country or for something. So we have one entrepreneur like that who is a world renowned, and who was a co-founder of what is called Infosys. And when I come in, you all know he's Nandan Nilekani Mam. Today we see Aadhaar card. He is the main person who started. He's a Padma Bhushan, and you know he is the pride of our community. And when I talked to him that, we want to have a conclave, he was very happy, and to some extent he has confirmed the date also to come. But last minute he had some meeting in America. He's the chairman of Infosys, you all know. He had a meeting in America, so he said, I will make a video and send it to you. His video was around 7 to 8 minutes, and I'm sure when you will all listen, it will give you a lot of encouragement, it will give you a lot of inspiration. And friends, so ultimate our motto of this whole conclave is that Bhanap means business, and let us hope and pray that this community, our Chitrapur Saraswat community, will be known as a business community doing ethical business, and they are into the business. Because today, out of Saraswat, other Saraswat, we feel that our community is not a business kind of a community. But no, we have to change it. We'll see that our business, our Bhanap community, Chitrapur Saraswat community becomes a business community. So I pray Swamiji that, I pray all God that it should happen as fast as possible. And we have our own bank. Now I welcome Arun Mavankurve Ma'am, who is the vice chairman, who is here. And we are everything with us. Only thing, we want the will to do it. And I'm sure from this conclave, you will take a lot of takeaways. At least you will know what other people are doing. There are around 20, 30 people at the end of the session. They are going to show what they are doing. They are going to talk what they are doing. So we will know what other people, other entrepreneurs are doing. So let us have a close association with all of us, and let us grow together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kishore Ma'am. Now I'll request the Joint Secretary of CSN, Gautam Mamamladi, to present what is it that CSN has all, and what's the future ahead for CSN. Over to you, Gautam Ma'am.
Jai Shankar, Shri Gurubhyo Namah, Shri Bhavani Shankaraya Namah, Shri Matre Namah. Before I go into my presentation, can I request everybody to stand? Because we have something called a CSN oath, which we had made, and it's in 2 languages. Today we'll take the English one. The Konkani one was translated by Uday Mankikar Ma'am. It was one of the last help that he gave us before he passed away. So, right hand on our hearts, because we are promising ourselves that we are going to do our bit for Bhanaps. You can repeat after me. I will support the business growth of my Bhanap entrepreneur family members. I will actively participate in CSN initiatives and contribute my best feasible positive efforts to the cause. Other things being fairly equal, I will source my product and service needs from Bhanap entrepreneurs where available, and also encourage others to do so. One up for Bhanap. One up for Bhanap. One up for Bhanap. Thank you. Please, you can be seated. This of CSN means a lot of things, as you will see during the course of the presentation. But before I start, one more question. Only business owners need to respond, those who are in employment or those who are not into active business today. How many of you all who are in business have taken time off your work and attending this event? How many hands are going up? Oh, wow. That means we have to work on, your thoughts will hopefully change by the time I'm through with my presentation. You have not taken time off your work. This is part of your work. This is what we will try and establish during the course of the meeting. Now, let's begin with why. So Padarpana happened on 2019 Guru Purnima Divasa. Swamangalya upasthitintu tantangal ashirvadane Praveen Mama namgal website inaugurate kerala. So we have the blessings. Next. Now, what is a network? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, it said people that you know considered as a group whose members exchange information with each other. That's one way of looking at things. It's also a network, a group of people with the same interests. Here in CSN, we look at a network as a group of people with common interests. What is that common interest? Is helping each other grow. Because the mission statement of CSN is to help Bhanaps come together, exchange ideas and prosper materially. For the material prosperity is what we work towards, which is the M4 factor, which is what making members more money. Ultimately, money is, if you're going to do business, you're in business to do money, or you're self-employed to earn money. Even if you're working employment, you're there to money. So how do we do it? So the mission statement which you're explaining through goals, next. So KSA-CSN provides the network. Now Robert Kiyosaki says, the richest people in the world build networks. Everybody else is trained to look for work. So this is what KSA is doing, that it's providing you a platform, the network, to come together, meet, interact, bond better. So bonding better means better business. In the long run, that's what happens. So our mission statement is one, helping existing entrepreneurs grow, to expand their business, and aspiring entrepreneurs, they have something to look forward to, that there is a support base which is available, that if I come, Python business, where do the customers come from? When I start off, I don't have the money to have a marketing department. So where does it come from? It comes from places like CSN, networking, where you have people sitting there, getting to know what you're doing and helping yourself. Then second is help those employed in advancement of careers get better placements, and job seekers, first-time job seekers, to get good placements. Then another objective is to expose the Amchi community, that is the user community, the non-business owners, because they also have a place in CSN. How? Because when they have a need for a product or for a service, they know where to go. Because CSN has a database, as I'll explain later. So they can approach somebody in CSN, because CSN is a group of, over a period of time, the vendors are trusted. So when you have a trusted vendor list, it's better to go there and research than start looking out blank calls, cold calls, I think it's called. And create an entrepreneurship culture, so that people are encouraged to get into entrepreneurship, and because they know that the Amchi community has a support base which helps them when they need it. And the KSA-CSN motto is, other things being fairly equal, prefer a Bhanap. We're not saying other things being equal, because there would be in the initial stages a little bit of amount of generosity from the user would be required if you have to encourage new members coming in. Now some communities have a system of lending money. They don't return it. But the thing is that when they become successful and they are in a position to offer money, they give that help to somebody else. Something like Salman Khan did it in his movies. Kisi ko help karo, the chain chalta rahega. That way. So now how do we help existing entrepreneurs to expand? This is some of the activities that have been going on for the last couple of years. Next. We have something called entrepreneur club meetings, which is we meet 4 times a month. I'll tell the dates later. So there people meet, they talk about each other, bond again, they get to know each other. Why getting to know each other is important? Because if you see, by and large, I mean, it's not a very positive aspect of life, but then Gurtu Nazaleri, Rastari, somebody is in distress. Probably the general inclination is to ignore that person who needs help. Zalari, Gurtu asa, Mog asa, Mari bought Kabil, Yo Kal Zalma Putamu Vachunu Paletati. Why is that? Though the severity of the incident is difference is there, but because we know the person, we like the person, we have an affinity for the person, we tend to be more kaljiwahu about that person. So what we do here in ECMs is get to know each other, bond better, get to know about each other's business. Now why? again, look, there are a lot of misconceptions here, which I'll take up later. Same people again every week. Why? Is business static? Are business needs static? Are your customers static? No. Everything keeps on moving. Today you have 2 customers. You want 2 customers all your life? No, you want 3, you want 4, you want 5. The kind of, the segment of customers also, can change or will change over a period of time. So we meet, exchange information about each other. Why do we exchange information about each other? It's because here we are not here to sell. Selling is the last thing, because there are about, say, 100 people here. You take 100 customers. Is it the end? No. But then these 100 people are the key to maybe 1,000 customers down the line over a period of time. That is what we are here to take the benefit of. And how will that happen? When you meet, when you bond, when person knows about. Now photography. Today's photographer is Shantanu. So moment the photography comes, I have to think of him. How will it happen? When he is regular, when he attends ECMs. Now in travel, we have Sadanand Mam here, who travel mulki, most of us go to Sadanand first. Why? Because he's been regular, he's visible, his credibility is very good. This is only an example, not meant to promote any particular business, because they are regular. Now Tangil Sardetati. Then we have WhatsApp groups. Then also one-on-ones we do. One-on-ones is that 2 people meet across the table at a pre-decided location, which is mutually decided, and they exchange information about each other. Anything. In a one-on-one, you can share any information that you would care to reveal to the other person. Mak ratri neat pana, amuk khalle mak neat pana, amuk khalle mugal mak awadta. Something can click, something can help you bond. And the moment you bond better, that person will be on the lookout for your needs. And over a period of time, you have to attune yourself to thinking for your people. Now, for example, you are passing by, say, a society gate. Pest control call karta hai, refer kari. That's how business is generated. Because then you keep thinking about your colleagues, but when do you start thinking about them? Only when you know them well, when you bond better. Magiri, we have knowledge upgradations webinars, which we have held about, I think, more than 2-3 dozen webinars have been held in the last couple of years. Then we have mulakats, where successful Bhanap achievers are interviewed and their experiences shared with the audience. We have 2 of them here, Hemant Mallapur and Shreyas Tonse. They were among the early, you can stand, let them see you. Hemant Mallapur and Shreyas Tonse, they were guests at some earlier mulakats. Nagiri ECM, sir. We have 4. Pahili ka, Durgesh Chandawaran. Durgesh Mam was the first invitee on Mulakat, Magir followed by Prakash Padukone, then Hema and Ashok Hattangadi and many others. And of course, Shreyas and Hemant Mam. Next. Now, Bhanap Yellow Pages also, we are there where the database amgela sir tajel sagla extract korno, we spread it around on Bhanap social media so that every Bhanap household, whoever has access to that, would know that these are the kind of vendors who are listed with CSN. Next. Entrepreneur First Conclaves, which are at Aishwariji. We are planning to hold meetings in Bangalore, maybe a follow-up meeting in Mumbai somewhere later during the year, one in Pune, and we had one in Bangalore 2-3 years back, which was very successful. So we'll again hold it one more somewhere again after monsoons in Bangalore. Now we have a CSN page which has been approved by the editor, a 2-page feature where you can post, you can submit articles for the general benefit of Bhanaps, or which could be, have articles on networking, we have the guide for small entrepreneurs. I think this is one of the last few issues. Tantailya. So if you want to contribute and be known, and we encourage CSN members to contribute because it gives them the leverage and the publicity also. They get known through their knowledge. Next. Now what's the road ahead? Now we have a SME panel for SME. SMEs is subject matter experts. Now these are some of them. Now if any one of you is a person who can advise and help others on this, any of these subjects or your subject matter expertise, you can get in touch with us and we will add you on to the respective panels. Here, this is voluntary, and initially at least when a person comes for advice, the advice is gratis. Later on, depending on the connections between the person who takes the advice and the person who gives the advice, the arrangements can be done, but that is beyond, outside the purview of CSN, because CSN is basically a facilitator to bring people into connect with each other. Trade fairs, आमगेले actually 5 trade fair आशिल्ले original program अंतु, but then since halls available नाती we have deferred it and we'll hold it at a later date. Stalls and exhibitions आशिली. So I apologize to the people who had volunteered for stalls, but be rest assured it's there on the agenda. Mobile app kurchusati, where in all the members who are members of CSN will be attached there, and they will be able to post their queries, they'll be able to post their connections shared. Now suppose I give a connection to Vipul, I will post it there, and when Vipul gets, if and when Vipul gets business from there, he will post a thank you note with an amount. Some of the statistics that we give are slightly and could be understated because we don't have information. Lok ghaltati, I am selling mangoes. Tomorrow he sells 50 patties of mangoes through CSN members. It is unfortunately it is not acknowledged. Ki baba itli business aile, because that is very important for us for statistically. So now we are trying to get it offline. Like if the receiver doesn't get it, then we maybe take it from the giver. So that again we are looking out for. So all these things will be there on the app. Then annual convention, आमगेले KSA Foundation Day म्हणून where we honor people in different fields. So something on those lines we will be we are planning to have an annual convention of CSN members, of CSN participants, where the best performers or who have achieved something in their business owners will be recognized, and there will be other opportunities also there. It's under the planning stage. Now what you must do is one, register on KSA database. It's under upgradation right now. Participate regularly and actively in KSA-CSN activities. Contribute your might. Volunteer. Because when you volunteer, you are seen. When you are seen, people recollect. So these activities are recognized by people. Contribute to it and encourage other Bhanups to join. Now, what people who are not in business can do here, they can help propagate the word about CSN and pass on the information so that more people get attuned to using CSN, connecting with CSN, and business owners can come. And another thing, फाय तुम्ही CSN and आयली एक caveat असं की आज हम CSN join केले फायदून मग business मेळतोय ना, because then you have to work towards gaining the trust of people. आणि मस्त confused तसं. So आमगेले about us. This was started by, with the encouragement, co-founders of CSN were Rajiv Kalyanpurma. Rajiv, Rajiv Kalyanpur ma'am, Uday Gurkar ma'am, who's unfortunately could not attend today. And then once they came on board, then the CSN activities actually took off. Then Kishore Masurkar ma'am is a very, very strong supporter in all respects. Now, and KSA of course has adopted. Now, ह्या conference kurchant Mahesh mama and Kishore mama must hold background support sir. So task force म्हणा sir, which is comprising of people from different cities, Bangalore, Mysore, Pune, Bombay. So this task force meets regularly and works on what initiatives we can do in CSN. Class. Anek Malari, sometime after this is over, about a week or so, we will have a feed forward session. Feed forward, somebody said, why call for feedback? Feedback is looking back. So we don't look back, we look forward. So we call it feed forward. Somebody has coined that word, not me. So we will appreciate feedback from attendees here as to what else can we do. Because ultimately CSN is for whom? CSN is for you and for us. So what can we do to better the initiative so that the initiative will actually deliver on what we have planned for? So we will await your response and reverts on this. I think, yeah, I think I'm done. Konake kale questions asleri, I'll take 2 minutes. Bye. Thank you. I missed out that. Now, what is it in for KSA? We don't, KSA as when Rajiv Ma'am started this thing, he had said CSN will be free. So to the best extent possible, we will keep CSN participation free, except for whatever recovery of costs. Tomorrow we have our physical ECMs in a hotel, then there will be charges which might be recovered. But by and large, there is no membership fee for CSN. You can just join. But yes, what KSA would definitely request is that you become a member of KSA. If your husband, somebody will say, Ermal Bamun member, sir. Yes, we have a spouse membership. So, Anikal Data, now for example, we have a classifieds page, which will again, I'll share it on the group, the attendees are group, sir. The classifieds rates are discounted for members, and there's a bigger discount for CSN members who are KSA members, and a small discount for CSN members who are active, because we want to encourage business owners, sort of publicizing their wares, services and all that. KSN must add because KSA has got a membership of 4,000 more. So that magazine goes to so many households. So you can advertise that, and the classifieds page for CSN is at a discounted rate, which I'll circulate later. So to me, members ayati, and member is also becoming a member because that goes to the corpus of KSA. So it's your contribution to a social cause. A small kharisa vata म्हणतात तशी is what you can help. So if those who are not, okay, कितले जणांक KSA members नाती? Okay, today is the chance. आम्ही membership forms दवरल्याती. आमगेल request as की तुम्ही घे आती, and over a period of time you can become KSA members and join the movement. Thank you. Anybody has any questions? Anything about CSN that you want to ask? I have a couple of minutes.
Sure. Thanks, Gautam Ma'am, for walking us through the CSN framework, and also I think giving a peekaboo into what's next and what's ahead for CSN. Thank you so much. Of course, you can always meet Gautam Ma'am during our tea breaks and dinner sessions and network and get to know more about how to become actively associated with CSN, because that's very important. Just being on Zoom calls won't work, but actively associate. I've recently been very active, and I see there's so much of immense scope to do a lot more of work in CSN and spread the word. And I think that's another key message that he brought out. We are just about 100 plus here, but please help in sharing the message through WhatsApp group. Because of digital, now it's a lot more easier to spread the word. So please make sure you guys spread the message to your cousins and all your friends and family members about CSN. What we have next is a video message from Padma Bhushan Nindan Nilekani. As he said, he's not able to be here. He was very keen to be a part of this, but he had some engagements. So his video message.
I am delighted to be here speaking at the KSA-CSN Entrepreneur First Conclave. Entrepreneurship has become an increasingly important part of our society, and India has seen an explosion of entrepreneurship. In 2015, India had just a few thousand entrepreneurs. Today, we have 150,000 entrepreneurs, all first generation. And I expect by 2035 to have 1 million entrepreneurs in India. So clearly, entrepreneurship is on the rise. And India has been a country which has led to digital transformation. Over the last 15 years, the infrastructure which we have created in India, be it through Aadhaar, unique identity with 1.4 billion people used 80 million times a day, to the UPI payment platform, which does 18 billion transactions, 400 million users, 50 million merchants where acceptance is done, to many other systems that we have built. India has led through digital transformation. And this digital transformation has been entrepreneur friendly because all these platforms have been enabled with APIs and other things to enable companies to use that. And today we have a large number of companies in every sector, including in financial services, that run on top of India's digital infrastructure. So this is really a time for entrepreneurship to do something meaningful and to change society through entrepreneurship. Now, Amchis have been in entrepreneurship for a long time. One of the most famous is D.N. Sirur, who started Minerva Mills and Mysore Mills, and then Modern Mills in Bombay, and built a great enterprise in textiles. And also his family was in the cotton business. Or you have the Divgis, who have done so much in automobiles, or the Chandavarkars in Fair Deal, and so on. So there have been many cases of very successful entrepreneurs from the Bhanap community. However, much more needs to be done because historically, people from the Sarasat community of Bhanaps have tended to be in service or in professional careers. But now the time has come for them to leap forward to become entrepreneurs. Amchis have been very good at creating institutions. Many of the great institutions of India have been set up by people from this community. Kamla Devi Chattopadhyay was a huge creator of multiple institutions for handicrafts and so on. Mr. Benegal, Shivrao Benegal was responsible for setting up the Valley School in Banaras. We had many other people. I mean, the institutions like the Talmakwadi was among the earliest housing societies in Asia. The Shamrao Vittal Bank was set up by S.S. Talmaki. Ganesh Prasad was set up by G.P. Murdeshwar. So you had the Canada South Association, the organizer of this event itself was set up in more than 100 years back. So there has been a tradition of institution building among Bhanaps. But the time has come to not only create institutions in the public space, but also to create enterprises and companies. I've had the good fortune as part of the founding team of Infosys and now as the chairman to have played a role in entrepreneurship. I also mentor and I have enabled many young entrepreneurs. I have a fund called Fundamentum, which invests in growth companies. So I believe that entrepreneurship is going to be the lifeblood of India tomorrow. It is about taking risk, but never has taking risk become so simple in India. We have a huge network and support system, like all the people you're going to meet today at the Conclave. We have all kinds of capital accessibility now in India. You have angel funding, venture funding, growth funding, pre-IPO funding, mezzanine funding, venture debt, IPO. So all kinds of financial support is possible today. There is a huge market ecosystem. There are VCs, there are funds, there are support systems, there are places for entrepreneurship. So I really believe that this is an area we should move forward. It's very important that all of you become the next generation of India's entrepreneurs and keep the flag flying to show what you can do to create great entrepreneurs that can serve society and the country. So once again, thank you very much for this opportunity to talk to you. And I wish this KSA-CSN Entrepreneur First Conclave all the very best.
Thanks so much. These are the recorded message that we got from Nandan Nilikani. Now, big round of applause because been so busy, not easy, and he had to travel to the US and still he made it a point to give us the recording in just last 2 days. So thanks so much for this. We'll be now, so just to give you an idea, we have 3 sessions. We're going just about to conclude the first session. We'll be later having a 15-minute break and then start off with the business session. And then we'll have the networking session. So as just we want to conclude the first session, can I ask Mr. Gopinath Mavinkurve to please come over and propose a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good evening, Jai Shankar to everyone. We are very fortunate to be in this community where there has been a focus on the social development for so many years. And Canara Saraswat Association is one of our institutions which has been focusing on the social development of all our members for many years. I would like to thank the Canara Saraswat Association Managing Committee for being so considerate and very supportive of all the initiatives that have been started under the CSN umbrella right now. In this new avatar, CSN is doing a lot of things. As you see, even though it may be in its infancy, it's really bubbling with energy, and a lot of people are involved in CSN. There's a task force and a lot of activities. There are people joining in the activities which you mentioned, which you heard Gautam Amladi Mam who has listed out all those activities, and I thank all of them for being very active. I also thank everyone to be here today, and I would like to thank the chairman Mahesh Kalyanpur Mam for being able to get a very nice and supportive minister here to give us the encouragement to set the ball rolling today evening. And you would have heard how he felt that we are really truly spiritual, and we believe the bhakti that we are is in the man. So I think, and he also mentioned that we are a community which has a lot of integrity and do not want to harm anyone. I think we should be very fortunate to listen to these words today, and we should be very encouraged to continue working for the betterment of our entrepreneurs in our society. And I would like to thank everyone, the speakers and everyone who come today, and you will be definitely in for a very nice proceedings today evening. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Gopinath Mam. We'll be having a very quick 10-minute break, and then after the 10 minutes, it's about almost 6:05. Another around 6:10, we'll be assembling again for the business session. A very interesting session ahead. So please be around and please help yourself with tea, coffee, snacks. Thank you. will be introducing the Vice Chairperson of Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank, our chief sponsors, Shri Arun Mavin Kurve. And then we'll have the felicitation, followed by a presentation by Mr. Harish Aldangdi, who is the General Manager, Retail Credit and Retail SME for Shamra Vittal Cooperative Bank. I invite Rajan Mam, who is the Vice Chairperson of KSA.
Thank you, Santosh Mam. Friends, on behalf of KSA, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our dignitary, Shri Arun Mavin Kurve, the Vice Chairman of the SVC Cooperative Bank Limited. Indeed, he does not require any formal introduction to most of us who know him quite well. Arun Mam is a metallurgical engineer from IIT Mumbai and with the postgraduate diploma in business management from Bombay University. His expertise is in fields of corporate project finance, initial public offering IPOs, mergers and acquisitions, long-term capital financing, and working capital financing. He has rich experience having worked with ICICI Limited, Tata Motors, and Indian Aluminum Company Limited, now a part of Hindalco Limited. Besides finance, he also has expertise in production planning and control and warehousing. He is a director on board of Vinyl Chemicals India Limited. He has completed a one-year executive program in applied finance at IIM Calcutta and a short duration executive program at IIM Ahmedabad and Bangalore. I now request Arun Mam to please come forward and address the participants.
Please give a big round of applause for Arun Mam. Hand over and present a bouquet and felicitate Arun Mam. Thank you so much, Arun Mam, for a wonderful sponsorship by SVC Cooperative Bank, who are the lead sponsors for this event, and they have always been a tremendous support for any Bhanap event. So thank you, SVC Cooperative Bank. Give a big round of applause for the bank.
Respected Kishore Mam and all the dignitaries here. Good evening to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to be amongst. Am I audible? It gives me immense pleasure to be here. I thought it would be a very simple program, but I could feel the energy of the youth which is here when I read the names of almost 40 young entrepreneurs who are here and for whom we want to encourage. As we look back, our community has done exceedingly well in many fields, and their major contribution is in the fields relating to intellectual inputs and values systems which have been percolated down. We are very fortunate to be standing on the shoulders of these generations. And today, as the times have changed, the requirements of the traditional jobs has moved to entrepreneurship. And as we just heard, a lot of Bhanaps are coming into enterprise. Today's generation is far different from ours. When we talked of metals, I think we talked of iron, steel. Today when we talk of metals, we are talking about silicon and titanium. When we talked about mechanical and electrical engineering in the past, today it is all about digital and e-commerce. The entire landscape has changed, and today's youth is looking at something very different from what we wanted to do. There are many challenges in their path, and there will be moments of doubt. At those moments, I think an institution like CSN will be of great help. Many of the successful businessmen and entrepreneurs in our community will be able to give them help at these points. And KSN with its CSN with its network will be able to help them and give them the comfort which they will badly need at that time. SVC, that is Shamrao Vittal Cooperative Bank, will be very happy to support them in the banking requirements of these companies. Of course, it would be subject to all the RBI guidelines, but nevertheless, SVC will be very happy to help all of you. I thank once again for you all for inviting us for this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Arun Mam, for your kind words. Can I now request Mr. Harish Aldangdi, General Manager, Retail Credit and Retail SME, SVC Cooperative Bank, to please present. He's going to talk to us about the MSME and, of course, encourage you to, avail the facilities, amazing facilities that are there from the SVC Cooperative Bank. Thank you.
Jai Shankar. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me begin with special thanks to Canara Saraswat Association, office bearers, Kishore Ma'am, Mahesh Ma'am, and all other dignitaries for giving us an opportunity to showcase our bank and its products. Let me begin with a short introduction of mine. My name is Harish Aldangdi. I'm working as a general manager in handling the retail credit of the bank, both MSME funding as well as retail asset, personal loans, pan-India. I've been with this bank for almost 25 years now. So some of you might be knowing me personally. Let me start with the presentation. Yeah, just a small introduction to SVC Bank. Most of you might be knowing it. We have a presence in 11 states across India. We have covered almost the length and breadth of the country. We have branches in Delhi, in Faridabad, across Gujarat, in MP, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, and Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. So any entrepreneurs across the country, they can contact us through our network of branches across India. We have over 200 branches. In fact, just a couple of days back on 17th, we are proud to announce that we have opened our 200th branch. It was a historic moment. And the branch was opened in the presence of our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Durgesh Chandavarkar. And we had many customers and dignitaries who had witnessed the opening. It's a proud moment for us. In the 118-year journey, we've finally opened our 200th branch, and we expect many more branches to come soon. Across the branches, we have a network of 216 ATMs, and as well as employee strength of more than almost 2,500. Yeah, the bank was set up in 1906. It's been 118 years now. So it started as a small cooperative credit society, mainly for helping individual Bhanap community for getting small loans, for home loans and for their daily needs. And today, we have almost crossed 35,000 official figures. The current year figures are yet to be audited. The statutory audit is going on. We are expecting it to be completed by this month end. So the official figures will be out. The total business as of 24 was 35,159 crores. And we are the only cooperative bank who has presence across 11 states in India. And we are offering a full service bank across retail, corporate, international banking, including all import, export finance, which I will showcase in the next slides. Also, digital banking, we have a full-fledged mobile app, net banking app, And we are soon launching upgraded version of the mobile and the net banking app for all the consumers. It will be a new version, keeping in line the needs of the present needs of the consumers. So we expect this to be launched anytime now. Also, we offer the Society Pro app. It's mainly for society accounts, where housing societies, where they get customized reports, where maintenance are paid by the members of the cooperative housing society. So in whatever form they need the MIS, the bank has the software to generate it and give it to the members of the society. Yeah. The bank was founded in 1906, as I had said, as a small cooperative credit society, set up by late Rao Bahadur S. Tarmaki, mainly as a tribute to his mentor and his guru, Shri Shamrao Vittal Kaikini. And the bank rests on the pillars of quality, progress, and dedicated selfless service towards all the individuals and organizations who have dream to grow. This has been our journey. We started in 1906. In 1926, we got registered as a cooperative bank. We opened a registered office in Saraswat Cooperative Bank building in Grant Road. In 1984, we registered a new office at Kaffared, where I think most of you might be remembering the old head office in Kaffared. In 2002, we shifted our corporate banking unit to Santa Cruz at Vacola. In 2004, the total advances of the bank crossed 1,000 crores. In 2005-06, the total business crossed 5,000 crores. In 2008-09, we set up the international banking division, a full-fledged. We got the authorized dealer license from RBI, and we started offering a full range of international banking products to all our customers. In 2010-11, we crossed 10,000 crores. 14-15, we crossed 20,000 crores business. 17-18, we crossed 25,000 crores. And 22-23, we crossed 33,000. And 23-24, it was 35,000. And of course, the current year figures are yet to be finalized, but just to give you an idea, we'll be somewhere shy of 40,000 crores as of 25. Some awards, we keep getting a number of awards. Few of the awards, our Honorable Chairman had received the award from the Honorable Union Minister Shri Amit Bhai Shah for the contribution to the cooperative umbrella organization, the NUCFDC. Sir was also awarded the best chairperson from the Bharat Ratna Sahakarita Sanman Award. He also received the Best Leadership Award. A visionary leader in the corporate sector in the Connect Future Ready Leaders Bharat Vision 24-25. Ms. Ashwini Vinekar, General Manager at HR, she received the Best Woman Leader of the Year at the Bharat Ratna Sahakarita Sanman 2024. And there are many more awards. One was the Tech Savvy Legendary Award at the 4th Navbharat CSR Summit Awards. It was presented by the Honorable Speaker of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, Shri Rahul Narvekar, on 4th February 2025. These are the various products which we offer. These are at par with any other commercial banks across India, right from current accounts to salary accounts to range of insurance products, sweep-in, sweep-out facility, business loans, LCs, cash credits, overdrafts, term loans, export finance, import finance, POS and QR facilities, and also net banking facilities. Just to give you a small brief background, a bank remains committed to funding under the priority sector, mainly MSME funding. So I'm in charge of MSME credit across India. So if you have any requirements or any doubts or clarification, you are free to come and approach me. I'll be here happy to assist you. Also export credit, so who are mainly exporters or exporting goods or services. So we do offer pre-shipment, post-shipment facilities, bank guarantees for any advances to be received. Education loan, housing loan, social infrastructure, renewable energy in the form of solar loans. We do offer at concessional rates, and including many other weaker sections, details which we have in the later slide. All you must be aware of the MSME thresholds. These have been actually increased, but I have just kept this pending because RBI is yet to notify it. We have not received a circular. And once the circular is received, it will be incorporated. But we have a gamut of products mainly for MSME funding. So these are some of the products which we have in our kitty. One is the simplified small business OD, overdraft against property. So if you have any residential property or a commercial property or any industrial property, against that we do give loan in the form of overdrafts, running overdrafts or drop-down ODs. There will be no charge on the stocks and book dates, and there is no requirement of submitting any stock statements or book date statement at monthly intervals. The MSME power loan, where the loans are given in the form of cash credit and overdraft, export finance, pre-shipment, post-shipment facility, import finance, and term loans for expansion, for funding your mainly machinery or land and building or commercial property. These are mainly for medical entrepreneurs in the medical fraternity, mainly Medi-Equip, where we finance for procuring any fixed asset, land and building, or any clinic or any lab which is to be set up, or funding for equipments, medical equipments. So we do give loans at concessional rates. Then SVC chemist, these are mainly for chemists and pharma distributors. So we give loans in the form of cash credit or loans. Retail trade, mainly for traders and shop owners, mainly in the form of working capital or term loan for acquiring any property. And SVC business AI, mainly for acquiring any commercial property. We do give loan to the tenure of 15 years. So this can be given as a reimbursement also. Recently, if you have already bought a property or anything, so we do give reimbursement against that. And CGTMSE loans, these for new entrepreneurs who don't have the support of providing collateral in the form of any fixed asset, in the form of property or any machinery. This is a central government initiative where they provide a guarantee to the extent of 75%. For women, it is up to 80%. So there is no need of giving any collateral separately. So there is a small guarantee fee which is charged by the government for the guarantee provided. So we do provide CGTMSE loans up to 2 crores presently. The bank mainly focuses along with priority on weaker section of the society. So this is just for information. Of course, it is not applicable for Amchigali. Mainly, lending to women is one of the criteria which we can focus on. So any any women who are into entrepreneur, having the independent business, we'll be happy to assist you. And where rates of interest will be more finer, since we are lending to women. So we have a gamut of all loan products across working capital, term loans, or anything. So in case you need any help or any clarification needed, please reach out to me. So me and my team will be happy to assist you. Sorry. We have a product called as vendor bill discounting. Suppose you are supplying to corporates, big corporates like Tata or Mahindras or anything. So we have a bill discounting facility or an invoice discounting facility. So the same finance is available at a cheaper rate compared to the conventional working capital. The LC bill discounting facility, suppose you are selling it to your buyer who is providing LC of a reputed bank or nationalized bank or a scheduled commercial bank, we'll discount it and at concessional rates and provide you loan. And we have a dedicated corporate internet banking portal. Our USP, we have a experienced team of credit analysts who can offer you, in case there are some issues in a balance sheet where maybe your current ratio might be a bit haywire, but where there might be cases where the short-term investment have gone into long-term acquiring of fixed asset. So we provide reimbursement whereby your balance sheet will be rectified, the position will be rectified. We have an in-house technical team. We are one of the very few banks who have a dedicated engineers on board and who can offer technical advice. They go through all the licenses and all the production charts and everything, and they can provide you. They provide a report to the bank based on their technical expertise. Yeah, for international banking, as I said, if you are an importer or an exporter, we can fund you for export limits in the form of packing rate or post shipment. We do offer hedging facilities also, considering the current volatility in the US dollar. You might be aware because of the US tariffs. Recently, there has been a wayward movement on the US dollar. So many of the clients, they are hedging their exposures, their future exposures. So we do offer currency exposures, hedging facility up to any amount. So you can hedge it till 1 year from today and even beyond that. Standby LCs, bias rate, these are import financing, foreign LCs and BGs, and forward and hedging forex exposure, and inward and outward remittances. So we have a centralized forex team at Dadar in Mumbai. Prior to coming to this vertical retail credit, I was handling the forex department for 7 years there. So in case you have any queries, you can come and approach me. I'll be happy to assist you. Yeah. So we are a 24/7 bank. So you can reach out to us. You can have my numbers. You can have numbers of all my team, and you can also reach out to our SVC care. We have a dedicated number which is live 24/7, or you can visit our website. You can also post your suggestions or any issues you are facing, or also you can connect the bank through social media. Yeah, thank you. That's it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Harish Aldangri. Can I request Gautam Ma'am to please present a bouquet to Mr. Thank you. So next in our business segment, we have a very special guest this evening from Bangalore, Mr. Shreyas Tonse. He's a dynamic entrepreneur with a proven track record of building and scaling successful ventures. His entrepreneurial journey includes co-founding Zwayam, which has been an HR tech startup that was acquired, publicly listed InfoEdge, which the parent company, as most of us know, Naukri.com in 2021 for a whopping 61 crore. Shreyas is a Bachelor of Technology in IT from the National Institute of Technology, Surathkal, and he is currently at the helm of his second startup, Zensible, which is world's first HR total experience focused on HR tech transformation. Shreyas is very dedicated and has been driving positive change and creating impactful solutions. He's actively involved in the SBY, which is the Samarth Bhanap Yojana, actively mentoring startups and helping Bhanap entrepreneurs take a plunge from ideation to execution. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shreyas Tonse. Hi. Can I request Vipul to please present a memento and bouquet for Shreyas?
Jai Shankar. Thanks a lot KSA-CSN for organizing this. Today when I walked into the hall, I told Gautam ma'am, this looks like a grand event. You've really elevated the stature of this event, and thanks a lot for that to start with. Ek don main fuda Rajiv Kalyanpur ma'am, he reached out to me. He sent me a poster of this event to say we are doing something different, something new. As soon as I saw that, I was very excited. Yash kal ek program jata sir. I think the same day Kishore Masurkar ma'am called me. He told me we are doing this new program. It's an entrepreneur conclave. And I was immediately interested, and I said, yes, I will come down from Bangalore to attend. And here I am, so thanks a lot for inviting me. It's also a great honor to share the stage with so many dignitaries, industry leaders from our community, fellow entrepreneurs, distinguished speakers. So thanks a lot for including me in that group. Thanks a lot. And most importantly, it is so heartening to see so many people interested in entrepreneurship from the Amchi community. So this one is for you. And first I want to start with a show of hands. How many in this room are already entrepreneurs? Wow, that's an amazing number. And how many are aspiring to be entrepreneur? Ma'am, Hemant ma'am has raised his hand to say aspiring entrepreneur. By the way, Hemant Malapur ma'am had a very successful venture called Sankhya Labs that got acquired by Tejas Networks. So, ma'am, I will discredit that one. Right. Traditionally, our Bhanap community, entrepreneurship has not been a common path. But historically, if you look at our community, we have always been at the forefront of pioneering and innovation. Today, we heard a lot of people speak. Mahesh Kalyanpur ma'am spoke about Talmakiwadi. Many years ago, the first cooperative society, housing society that was set up in the whole of Asia, that is very pioneering. We heard Altangdi ma'am speak about SVC. I think 118 years ago, we started a financial institution which is going to hit 40,000 crores today. We've also had our hands into creating the Constitution of India. So people from our community have always been innovative. They've always had this ability to lead people, and they've always had that ability to do something new. So I personally, I'm very proud to be a Bhanap. I'm very proud to be a Chitrapur Saraswat. Now when we look at this historical ability, I don't think that this is just something which is part of history or it is coincidence. I feel some of these values, whether it is this ability to lead or whether it is this ability to organize and manage, I think it is part of our core DNA. And if you look at the foundation of an entrepreneurial venture, it is the same values that you need to start something of your own. So in that respect, when we have seen our community not venturing into this, I just feel it is a very natural extension to be starting something. Even when I look back at my own entrepreneurial path, some of the values that have stayed true to me are a natural extension of this community spirit. At Hausur Kelaltavali, some of the things that I wanted to do was, I wanted to see how I can create a difference. I wanted to see how I can help people by getting them on board. I wanted to see how I can solve problems. And I'm sure all of you believe, all of these are values that are deep rooted in our Saraswat Samaj, right? Of course, Mom gave a very kind introduction to what I've done in the past. I'll tell you a bit more about some of my ventures and take you through this. In the year 2015, I started with a startup called Zwayam, which is derived from the Sanskrit word Swayam. We were in the recruitment automation space. And 7 years into that journey, we had a successful outcome where we were acquired by Naukri.com, which is the #1 when it comes to the recruitment industry in India. So that was a great validation for what we had built, and we were very proud of what we had created. But there is one saying, once that entrepreneurial bug bites, you feel like continuing. Takachi, just a few months back, what I've done is I've just stepped into my second venture, which is called Zensible. Just some time back, we heard Nandan Ma'am speak about digital transformation. What we are trying to do at Zensible is we are trying to do digital transformation in the HR space. So just started off, just a few months in the month of November, and need all your support and blessings for a successful venture. And actually, when I reflect on the phase of life that I'm going through, despite this past success, I still feel that I'm back in that entrepreneurial frame where I'm a struggling entrepreneur. There are a lot of, how do I put it? There are a lot of struggles as being an entrepreneur. I'm still fledgling. Takachi, the phase that I'm going through, it is both exciting and humbling at the same time. So this is one energy of an entrepreneur that I'm sure many of you in this room who've raised their hands also relate to. So what I'll do today is based on my first successful startup journey, which was for about 7 years, there are some core experiences that I will narrate. And I'll try to narrate 3 of these core experiences. These are lessons that were very vital then as part of the journey, which feel as relevant now for me, in fact, more relevant now as I'm stepping into my second innings. So I'll start with that. I think first and foremost, and I think this is one of the universal lessons, whether it is starting up or anything else in life, the first step is always the hardest. I will narrate this one story, and unfortunately, this is a story of regret. When I was in college, I was very interested in entrepreneurship. We had an entrepreneurship club. I was part of it. And in college, final year antu, there is something called a major project that we have to do. And me, along with a set of my friends, we had built a travel-based social network, which was very much appreciated by the professors, by our friends. And they said, wow, this is an amazing thing you've built. Why don't you start up? I don't know whether it was maybe a lack of courage or maybe a lot of lucrative placement offers that were coming on campus. I did not have the dhairya ki let me leave all of these things aside and step into it. It was only 5 years later that we started Zwayam. So those initial 5 years that I missed, it is still, I think, will stay on with me as a big regret. Another story I'll tell you. There is this boy that I'm interacting with. He's a Bhanap guy based in Bangalore. He has done his bachelor's in engineering. Then he went to Europe for his master's. And he was trying to think of a business idea himself. A very meticulous guy. Hemant Ma'am also knows him. Very meticulous guy, very hardworking. He showed me his business plan. I really liked what he was doing. Then I told him, look, why aren't you leaving your job and starting this full time? Is it a financial constraint? He said, no, Shreyas Ma'am, not financial. Do you have any other obligations? You have to take care of your parents or anything like that? No, Shreyas Ma'am, tavaina. Social stick basva. Do you think people will say, tu ghar basla kal karta sa kaam sodlya hua? He thought for some time. Na Shreyas Ma'am, tavaina. Tari kalla sur karta na. Why aren't you starting up? He said, Shreyas Ma'am, what if I fail? How kale sur karta? What if it doesn't succeed? So I told him, you have a strong education background. You worked in large enterprises. You've attempted to do something. If you fail today and tomorrow you come with your resume to my company and I were to interview you, I will already put you at a pedestal because you've at least tried to take that risk. Your competencies, core competencies, goes beyond any of the other candidates that I would have evaluated. So again, coming back to the first principle, the first step is the hardest. Don't have a mind block to say, Nana mak zaish na, please begin. Once you have taken that first step, this is where the next lesson becomes very important. You don't need to have everything figured out on day one. There are many people who come to me to say, I'm a technology guy. I don't know how to sell. I think I'll take a course on entrepreneurship or I'll take a course on sales and then start. I'm a person who only understands finance. I don't know how it is to create a product. Mak technology yana, chaukalit priyana. There will always be some constraints. There will always be some challenges. You will not know everything. I'll tell you a personal story. Ammi Surkalaltavali, when we started Zwayam way back in 2015, the four of us who were part of the founding team, Ammi sagda techies ashili. We did not know how to do a sales conversation. If I were to face somebody as a customer, my legs would shiver. Kallo launch ban. I think some of these elements are back to our community. It is, we find it sometimes difficult to project ourselves very well. This is Gautama was also talking about that. We have some hesitations. So what we did was, we got a sales coach on board. Somebody who had 30 years of experience in selling to large enterprises. He groomed us. He told us how to face a customer. He told us how to do the pitch. He told us how to do the pricing. And somehow, I think, we might not be great at it now, but at least there is no hesitation. So in a journey of a startup, there will be many things that you will iterate, you will evolve. Just because maktayana, don't have that block to say, I will not start just because of some of these reasons. In fact, 2015 antami Surkalaltavali, we felt very isolated. There were support systems it'll sang nashili. Even when you look at the community, there are so many structured initiatives. Whether it is the KSA-CSN network, whether it is after some time Hemant Ma'am will talk about Samarth Bhanap Yojana. In fact, there are so many resources that are available to anybody who's wanting to start up, because of which it feels like an ecosystem of support. And I think our community has done a great job at promoting entrepreneurship through this. In fact, through this Samarth Bhanap Yojana, which Hemant Ma'am will talk about, I am part of this WhatsApp group in which there are 50 mentors. Now, if you are a technology guy, you don't know how to do marketing, you will find a marketing expert. If you need help on finance, you will find a finance expert. If you need help from various domains, you will find that domain expert. So focus on your core competency and other things will take care of itself in today's ecosystem. So that is my lesson number 2. Moving on. I think the final and the most crucial element, and which is especially important when the going gets tough, is once you've started, you need to stay committed. In a startup journey, there will be so many ups and downs. There will be many times where you feel like giving up, but the important thing is to not give up. I will tell you another personal story. This was even before Ami company Surkelala. So Bangalore Anta, I'm sure some of you who are familiar with Bangalore, some of you familiar with Bangalore? So there is this area called Koramangala. And ek 10 varas food Koramangala was known to be the startup hub of Bangalore. If you go to any coffee shop in Koramangala, on every single table, you will hear some or the other startup conversations. We were no different. Ammi thai matali, amge like tavada office or nashila. And Yami Bashili, the 3 of us who were the founding team, on the next table, there was another startup conversation happening. We happened to overhear. And Yami Kalakale, it felt as though these were serial entrepreneurs, people who have been there, done that. So as a fledgling entrepreneur ourselves, we went to them. I mean, do you have any advice for us? We are first-time entrepreneurs. We don't have any experience of having started in the past. So there was a very profound statement that one of the people made. He said, whenever you start a venture, stick at it for 1,000 days. Stick at it for 1,000 days. 1,000 days is almost 3 years. Now, when I recollect our journey or recount our journey, we had done a lot of good things in Zwayam journey, but we were struggling at a point in time. We had good market traction, but we were targeting the SME segment. And many of you who are doing business in India with the SME segment, you know that it is very difficult to monetize. we were almost on the verge of giving up. But traveler, somewhere in the back of our mind, this thought came to mind to say, 3 varas pado yaar, let's see where it goes. And don't know, I should call it serendipity, I should call it our luck or our perseverance. Somewhere by chance, we did a bit of pivot from SME segment, we went into selling to enterprise. And that is where things really took off for us. And that is where we started working with a lot of progressive enterprises. Naukri.com started taking notice, and that is how they decided to acquire us. So the core takeaway from this is, to build anything meaningful, I think it requires that unwavering commitment. So these are my 3 core experiences that I've gone through. Like I said, just stepping into the second journey. So some of these caveats that I experienced in the past, I will keep them very close to heart and make sure that some of these I'm following even now. The other thing that has happened as a result of this journey is I benefited from a lot of advice, a lot of support that others gave me the first time that I started up. And Tajmiti, there is an inherent passion now to help pay it forward. I know that there are so many of you who are just starting out on that journey. Please consider me a resource. I'm happy to help anytime, in any form. I will share my contact details. I really like talking to a lot of entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs. And if I look at it, I think I have immense faith in the entrepreneurial potential of our community. I think we have the talent, we have the drive, we have the legacy. Let us all come together. Let us use initiatives like the KSA-CSN, Samarth Bhanap Yojana, and many others, and create the next generation of entrepreneurs. I think that is all from me. Again, thanks a lot to the organizers for inviting me. And I'm around. If you need any help, any support, I'm always there to help. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shreyas, Mr. Shreyas Tonse. Some very interesting observation, and Shreyas, that's a question for you. Why the Z, the Zwayam, and now Sensible?
Thank you, Santosh Mama. I think a deep question. Mysore Kelaltavali, the name was supposed to be Swayam, Sanskrit word Swayam, but we did not get the domain. Swayam.com, it's a government initiative, Tam Kumelni. Tavalari, there were companies like Zomato, Zoho. We felt Z would be interesting. And you look at Yellow Pages, no? When you start reading Yellow Pages, either you start reading from the first name or the last name. We thought, Amgal now last ayattala. So that is how Zoyam happened. And because Zoyam happened with Z, we thought let's continue the legacy, which is how Zensible has also happened. Zensible obviously is a combination of 2 words, Zen and Sensible. Our objective at Zensible is that Zen comes from, we want to eliminate the chaos in the industry of HR, and the Sensible comes from, of course, any transformations that we do have to be married with that sense of practicality. So that is Sensible for you.
Thank you so much. That was really very interesting. So, so now we move on, and can I invite Ashwini to introduce our next wonderful guest this evening?
A very good evening to you all. Jai Shankar. I am Ashwini Prashant, Honorary Secretary of KSA. It is indeed my proud privilege today to be in the midst of all of you dignitaries. It equally gives me great pleasure to introduce our next dignitary, Srimati Smriti Gulwadi. Smriti Pachi embarked on her professional journey at Tata Electric while still pursuing her undergraduate degree. She then transitioned to ORG, which is a leading market research organization in the 80s, simultaneously pursuing a PG diploma in advertising and marketing. Gaining comprehensive experience and fostering a 360 degrees perspective, she established her very own advertising agency within a short span of only 5 years, thus beginning her entrepreneurial journey. Currently, she is serving as the CEO of Sanmore, which is a Mumbai-based pharmaceutical R&D unit specializing in global outsourcing activities for generic pharmaceutical companies worldwide. A dedicated team player, a go-getter, and a patient listener with a positive outlook, Smriti Pachi is invited as a speaker as well as a panel moderator in various business events. She has extensive business travel experience spanning across 30 countries. Her other career achievements include the following, among many more others. She was awarded Goldman Sachs 10,000 Global Women Entrepreneur Scholarship to complete the course through ISB Hyderabad. She served on the board of directors for SVC Cooperative Bank, contributing towards the HR, shares, operations, planning and development, as well as our forex departments. She is a board member of the Thakur Institute of Management Studies and Research, Mumbai. She is actively engaged as a member of the Rotary International for over 2 decades, contributing to various women empowerment programs for financial inclusion, health, gender sensitization, education of the girl child, etc. She has successfully raised CSR funds for COVID-19 projects and the End Polio Now Fund through Rotary International. She is currently the Rotary Youth Exchange Program and Rotary Foundation Peace Fellowships. Additionally, she has also served as an advisor to NGOs focusing on mental health, victims of human trafficking, and other women-related issues. Something that very few of us know, singing is a form of meditation for her, but obvious, music always suits everybody. Smriti Pachi, it is definitely an honor for us that you have graced today's occasion with your presence. May I now request you to come up on stage, please?
Can I request Suman Pachi Munkur to please present a bouquet and felicitate Ms. Gulwan?
Thank you, Suman Pachi. May I now request Smriti Pachi to address the audience, please?
A very warm good evening to one and all. It's my pleasure to stand before you and address this august gathering. I'm happy to see so many entrepreneurs here. I mean, I was totally unaware. And at the outset, let me thank KSA and Chitrapur Saraswat Network for organizing an event of this magnitude. My heartfelt thanks to Mr. Kishore Masurkar, Mr. Uday Gurkar, Mahesh Kalyanpurkar, Gautam Amladi, and the entire team who has curated this event for all of us. I mean, it is, yeah, a big round of applause to everyone. Well, when I was invited by Mr. Gurkar, he asked me to Yeshiva hai program ka. I said, why not? Because like Shreyas said, you know, we'd like to share and we learn from each other. It is not the age. See, even the youngsters can, of course, they're learning from us, but we also tend to learn a lot of things from the youngsters because the Gen Z or the millennials, as they are called, they have a lot of ideas. We have our experience. So it's going to be a good synergy between the experience and the ideas which the youngsters are coming up with. So before I begin my presentation, I once again thank everyone who has come here to listen to us and many more speakers after me. Well, you are all aware of this. Who wants to be an entrepreneur? कौन बनेगा करोड़पति? कितने बनने चाहेंगे करोड़पति? No hands? Dream big? Oh wow, I see Sandeep with both his hands, so he's going to be double karodpati now. Well, so you know what is entrepreneurship? It is chasing dreams. I mean, we all dream, isn't it? But why don't we dream big and bold? So I think dreaming really helps them and to turn it into reality. Now it was a hobby. It was not my hobby. When I landed into advertising, I wanted to do something different because my parents told me, you know, like a typical आमची parents, a government job गए, एक bank का काम करी, so you can retire, you know, at the end of 58 years, गमटे बरे pension मिलता. I said nothing doing. I want to do something different. And in a lighter vein, I will tell you, when I met Ram, ours was arranged marriage. First, when I met him, I said, if you expect me to work for 58 years, forget me, I'm not going to get married to you. So I had given him that hint that I'm not going to work forever. I'm going to start my own business. So if it's okay with you, then we can get married. But then he said, why not? Because that time he was working with Cipla and I was working with ORG, Tata Electric. That's how I started. So when I came into advertising, I worked for 5 years in a medium-sized ad agency. And I don't know how many people remember the Black Stallion horses on buses. That was the beginning of surrogate liquor advertising, which my agency had started. But ours was a medium agency. But as you know, as an amchi, or maybe the values which are imbibed in us, I told my boss, I'm not going to handle the liquor account. So it went to, because I was in the client servicing, so someone else took up that. But I was working for the agency and I was handling clients like Citibank, Sinamid, Patel Roadways, which was a rage those. If you remember the jingle, Patel Roadways, Kangaroo Hai Nishani, many people would be recollecting those jingles. So when the clients asked me, would you like to start your own? And being an opportunist, an entrepreneur, I said, why not? That's how I started my entrepreneurial journey. And I started my advertising in the mid-80s. When people didn't know what was advertising, there was no satellite TV, so it was only Doordarshan's Hum Log. Okay, so advertising was not very glamorous at that point in time, because now people say, BMM and those courses, but I had to do, after my graduation, I did 1 year postgraduate diploma in those days. And that's how I landed into advertising. So it's a hobby or a talent which gets turned into your entrepreneurship. Who doesn't know many of these names, like Namita Thapar, she's heading MCure Pharmaceuticals, or Ashneer Grover of Bharat Pay, or of course Ritesh Agarwal of Oyo. So I would like to see some entrepreneur from Amchi community here very soon. Okay, what are the qualities that make a good entrepreneur? I think multitasking. Normally, multitasking is always for women, isn't it? Amikal mandati ashtapailu. Bailank mantati. No, they try to juggle with everything from the home front to the work front and everything. But I think now the scenario is even the men need to do the multitasking. And that is how it is. Now, I think as a community, the risk-taking appetite is very low. We are not like the other business-minded communities, isn't it? Like even Shreya said, the bhai ekas tha, ki can nakashi start karche, will it be successful? But I think we should move out of our comfort zone, and that's how we can get into this journey of entrepreneurship. Especially, women, few points are for women. We are quick decision makers, isn't it? Because as an entrepreneur, we have to think on our feet. Many times there may be certain situations where thinking will definitely help to go ahead in a business. Many decisions when we sit across the table with the customer or the clients, many times we have to take decisions on our feet. So I think quick decision making is one of the traits which an entrepreneur has to take. Women are also blessed with problem-solving skills. At home, we juggle with the children, with the husband, with the in-laws, with the maids, the team, in the office. So I think the problem-solving skills also come to our rescue. Master communicators. Because when we sit across the table and negotiate, we have to have the skill of communicating, putting forth a point very clearly. So I think there should be no miscommunication between the customer and you. We have to develop certain skills, like here it is shown. Take refresher courses, because it is not that, mak sagle aata, mak sagle gottasa, but times are changing. So I think we need to develop that skills, taking various courses, certifications as an individual, because learning should never stop at any age. Okay, so we have to take this refresher courses, etc. Because I also do that, attending seminars or online courses. And thanks to ISB, they are helping us, because I did this course in 2013, the scholarship which I got. But till date, we always get a lot of emails, would you like to attend these courses? And some are paid, some are free, some are online, offline, So I think we should always engage in these kind of courses. Now, the qualities of an entrepreneur. The first one is very important, because what happens, I'm speaking for myself as a woman entrepreneur. We have to take tough decisions in business, especially, if it is to do with an organization. We cannot be like, ayo papa, kam artan karleri, kal kartal to. But supposing he has done something, or the person has done something which is going detrimental to the organization, I think we have to take that tough stand. Maybe you have to sack that person. We have to sack him, so we have to sack him. It is not that, ghar bail chedo sati, to kal karto lo. So at times we have to be tough and take that tough decision. Also, I would say, while asking, maybe as a community, we are always, hesitant to ask for money. Amgela paisha, for our customers, there may be some outstanding. Kashinimgunchi bataka. Isn't it? Many times we feel, but we should not hesitate or feel that guilt of asking money. It is our money, isn't it? We have given them the service or the product. So, unabashedly, you ask for your money which is due. I think that is even tough. Especially as a woman, we feel, kashinimgunche paisha, or maybe even a man would feel as an entrepreneur, kashinimgunche paisha. So, we have to sort of, get away with this inhibition of asking for money. Creative. Now, the name of my company, I come from the advertising background. So, the creativity is very important. Like Shreya said just now, how that name came into being. So, he gave his view. Similarly, we should be also creative, especially what happens, the logo or the branding of your company as an entrepreneur venture, because there are many eyeballs which you have to catch. If there are 10 entrepreneurs vying for the same business, how will people come to you, or how will customers come to you and you will get the business? So be little creative in your approach. Positive thinking, of course, everyone has to be on a positive note every day, because what happens as an entrepreneur in this journey, we face a lot of problems. Okay, it is not very easy to be in this entrepreneurial world. Because to begin with, you are a one-man army. Sometimes, you don't have a team to begin with. You don't have an office. But what happens is, when you keep that positive attitude, you come across the hurdles and you feel very good, that sense of success. It really gives you a high. And then you sort of cross the barrier, cross one hurdle, go to the next one. As I said, the opportunist, because when the customers or my clients ask me, would you like to start, we would like to give you business. I said, why not, So that's how you grab the opportunity. Similarly, don't think, ayo magzatlwe, majanzatlkina. So, we should keep that procrastination to the side and do whatever comes our way. Resilience. We keep falling because we make mistakes. We are first generation entrepreneurs. So we will make mistake, we will fall, but that doesn't mean we are all Mumbaikars, isn't it? We have seen so many incidents, but Mumbaikars, we say it's a city of resilient people. So the same applies to entrepreneurs. We will fall, we'll make mistakes, but you come back, you get up and you start running. This is very important, managing finances, because we have to take maybe at times bank loan, or maybe when you start your entrepreneurial journey, it may be through, your relatives, your friends, or sort of your own finances, your own savings. You have to dig into that. So managing finances is very important. So you have to find out more about the loan facilities which are given by the government. Few minutes back, Mr. Lodha also talked about so many schemes. I mean, I was not aware about the Ahilyabai Holkar scheme, So now definitely I will go and look up what this scheme is, how it can be helpful to women entrepreneurs. Angel investments. I think angel investors are very important, but to get one, to find one, we don't know, we'll have to sort of network. Now, the compliances play a very important role. Now, there are 3 different levels. the central, the state, and the local. I mean, there is a list of compliances. Fortunately, the minister is not here, but yes, as an entrepreneur, I mean, Kishore would also know so many compliances we have to do. We have to do so much of running about to get all these compliances in place. It's not very easy, especially the Udyam. People who are doing the business in India, please note, Udyam is a safety net for you. Because if 45 days your customer doesn't pay you, they are liable. If the entrepreneur complains to the government, then the government will pull up the customer. So normally they don't like people who have Udyam certificate. But you have to see that you take an Udyam certificate. And of course, the other statutory licenses are required. Vishaka guidelines, now in a big organization, especially with the POSH coming in, where the sexual harassment thing for women. So you should appoint a committee of Vishaka guidelines with people in your organization and one outsider, especially a woman on board. So this is mandatory for entrepreneurs also. ESG guidelines, this is the buzzword now, the environment, social and governance. So especially if you are having a product or you're manufacturing, then the effluent, the control, the climate change, so many things come in this. So you have to adhere to all these guidelines. He was talking about a business plan, because when we went for this ISB scholarship, we had to make a business plan and present it to the panel. And we had 3 rounds of this business plan. So what is a business plan? It's either an idea or a product which you should have in mind. Especially for services, you'll have an idea, but for anything else, you'll have a product. So you have to keep this in mind, that you should have a solid business plan. A business plan also helps you. It's like a roadmap. So how you go step by step. Marketing and sales plans, of course. A website. Because nowadays when you give your card, the people will see what is your website. Directly they will go to your website, see what kind of services or products you offer. And immediately if they feel, yeah, this is the right person or this is the right company, immediately they can contact you. Earlier we had the yellow pages or the database, where you used to flip through all the data. But I think it has become very easy and at your fingertips also. Networking is very important, because now we are going to have a session. But networking should not be only amongst your peers or your business community. It should be even outside your business. These are a few examples. The one on the left is the Consul General of Belgium. Next to him is the Consul General of Finland. Then she is Mrs. Rajashri Birla. And I had been to Sri Lanka on a business event, so that is how it is. So I think networking is your net worth. It becomes very easy, when you know people. If it takes months to do work done, if you know people, I think it can be done in a jiffy, in few minutes or few days or whatever it is. Now comes a very important part. Now who can you go for help? I think a mentor is very important in every business. Because when you start, you don't know where are the pitfalls, where you're going to go wrong. So go and approach people who are in this business for years. Maybe they can be your guide, philosopher, mentor. So mentorship is very important. If you don't get one, go and find one. And people are always willing to help. Just now Shreyas also said that I want to pay it forward and I can be your mentor. So definitely look for a mentor and he will help you grow your business. We all make mistakes. We are human beings. Learn from our own mistakes and from others' mistakes also. Now what happens as an entrepreneur, you cannot on the first day have a posh office with staff, 10 people, I mean, I have undergone this. Because when I started, I didn't have anyone. So I had to roll up my sleeves. If my pantry manager didn't come, I had to go and make tea and coffee for my customers. I mean, you shouldn't feel ashamed of doing these kind of chores in the office. Maybe someday your maid will not come, but you have to go and sweep your office. So nothing wrong in that, So I think you have to pull up your sleeves and do these kind of mundane work also. time management is very important because time is money, as everyone says. And for an entrepreneur, yes, definitely, time management. And it is in your hands. I mean, when you have to go for a meeting, you plan the day, get up early, maybe, to do things, make a list, urgent, which is important, that 4 squares thing you can do, and tick off at the end of the day. Tick off whatever has been done. The next day you can carry forward whatever is left for you. So I think these kind of planning, time management is very important. Being organized, I think delegate at home and work is very important for women entrepreneurs, because nowadays I think amchi husbands are very understanding. If you delegate work and tell him, "Aaj have run up karna, aaj tu podhan gaya." I have done that many a times. So I think it really helps at times. So delegating at work and at home, because children also become independent. When you tell them that, "See, today I have got a meeting, please, I have done the cooking," or the maid has done the cooking, you do the serving, put everything in place, that's it. And they also become independent. So I think delegation is very important, whether we at home or in office. Customer focus. Because how will you get customers? You get one customer, then you go to the next, isn't it? So it is sometimes word of mouth, referrals. So I think customer delight should be the mantra. And as a banking, SVC banking also, I think customer delight is also the mantra, like just now Naveen said, isn't it? So I think customer focus should be your main attribute. Of course, hard work, everyone has to work hard, otherwise you will not get the fruits. So there is no substitute for hard mantra. You have to work, and especially as an entrepreneur, because at times you are at the helm of affairs, everything rests on you, your decision. Whether it's right or wrong, you have to take the accountability. Anything goes wrong, you cannot blame your staff, because you are the helm of affairs. So I always say this is a very favorite line of mine. Entrepreneurship is not a it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, So you don't run 100 meters and win it. It will take years of toil and sweat to go where you want to reach. Of course, you have to believe in self. How kashi kartali, how zaini zalari, how unsuccessful zalari, tashi kale vichar mana thadu nadza. You have to believe in self. Of course, you are believing in others, but first you have to have the belief in yourself. If you can dream it, and dream big. I mean, don't dream small, You're going to dream, so do dream big. Well, friends, I come to the end of the presentation. And before I sign off, once again, I would like to thank the KSA and CSN network for inviting me here. And after the session, I would like to network with everyone. And whatever help is needed from my end, definitely, I'm willing to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Smriti Gulwadi, for your kind words. Thank you so much. We have Shri Hemant Mam Mallapur with us. He's going to talk to us about SBY, which is the Samarth Bhanap Yojana. So I'm sure many would have heard about it, but he's going to give a lot of detail about it. I think Amgal community in Amgal Mathana has taken a very, very important step when it comes to entrepreneurial spirit. Almost 5x of capital and grant to the extent of 20 lakhs plus. How does this happen? How does this whole thing work? Samarth Bhanap Yojana, I think we have Hemant Mam, who will talk to us and give more guidance about it. And you can, of course, reach out to him when we have our networking sessions after the third session, which is a very important and keenly awaited session, when almost 30 plus amongst us entrepreneurs are going to give a 1 minute, but a lifelong, amazing reach that they would love to be through this network of KSA-CSN. Please welcome Hemant Mam Mallapur.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Bhavani Shankaraya Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha. Thank you to KSA-CSN. I think this is amazing to see so much traction on a topic which traditionally is not, maybe found so much following in our community, but now we can see I think the field is, waiting for new seeds to be planted and crops to be grown. And like what all the entrepreneurs before me, they spoke about, they were talking about what is the process that leads you to a decision to become an entrepreneur. And, this is a bit more prosaic, I would say. But this is basically, Samad Bhanap Yojana is basically more of a framework, a support structure, which will help when entrepreneurs go to the next stage. Yeah, so I have structured the talk about origin and charter of the Samad Bhanap Yojana. We'll call it for short SBY. About the mentoring, funding, support, all of these topics one by one. So, firstly, the origin of SBY. Param Pujya Sadyojat Shankarashram Swamiji's vision was to promote entrepreneurship among Amchis. And that was really the seed. And incidentally, it was actually KSA-CSN which provided that, the ripe environment for that, because Gautam Mam and I presented to Swamiji, I think about 1.5 years back, about the CSN activities in Bangalore, that we have about 40-50 businesses in Bangalore which are running. And, it was very well received. I think Swamiji was very appreciative of it. And what Swamiji suggested is that we should start something where Swamiji committed, amount from the Padukanika account, and basically said that this is what I would like to offer as a sort of a support for Amchi entrepreneurs. And this is a scheme that is under Paridhyan Foundation, which is a charitable trust under the MUT. The goal is to support entrepreneurs to start new businesses and to promote creation of employment. And while basically it is open to all, but we prefer new businesses and specifically more towards Amchi businesses. In terms of support that is offered, we offer mentoring, expert consulting, business incorporation, for new companies. That's sometimes a challenge. People want help with that. Seed capital funding, I'll go through a lot of detail on this. This is just the overview. Business support functions, hiring from Bhanap job seekers, and an Amchi marketplace, perhaps in future. So some of these, I see great synergy with KSA-CSN objectives, and I think this is a good forum where we could probably exchange some notes after this to see how we can leverage the mutual synergies. So in terms of SBY engagements, we have two aspects. One is promoting awareness about entrepreneurship. I think today, an event like this is very welcome, and that's why I think it makes sense to talk about SBY here. It's meant for so promoting our awareness about entrepreneurship. We basically target first-time entrepreneurs, those who are aspiring or those who are curious. Is this for me? What will it involve? So how we do it is we have webinars, mostly online interactions. We have had a few where, in fact, Shreyas conducted one in Bangalore for the Yuvas. So these are interactions where people get to know about what entrepreneurship involves. And in terms of, further support, once entrepreneurs have made their mind to start the journey, we offer guidance. So in terms of early stage business planning, because as the previous speakers mentioned, the planning is an important part. You have to have some idea about what you're going to sell, who is going to be your customer, what are your USPs, unique selling propositions. And, those are things which need to be thought through well beforehand. You may not have all the answers, some will be discovered, but then you need to have a plan to start with. And of course, the funding, which, Swamiji has, basically enabled this through the MUT funds. And also mentoring as you start operating, because when you run the business, there are many requirements which, where there is a shortfall, where entrepreneurs need help, and that's a key part of SBY. So here, basically what we do is in supporting entrepreneurs, how we do it is we have cohorts, groups, where we make announcements to the social media to invite applications, and a selection is done based on the evaluation of the business plan. So in terms of mentoring, we have empaneled experts from all over the world. Many of them amchis, most of them amchis, some non-amchis, who are doing this as a seva to the mutt and to our Guru Parampara. And as you can guess, we have a wide variety of domain expertise. There is different sectors, agriculture, technology. This is just a sampling, but you have a wide range of mentor skills, expertise, in also different aspects of a business, which is strategy, management, marketing, R&D, sales, finance, legal. All of these are there. In some cases, if there's any expertise that is missing, for example, once we got a request, there will be some cases where maybe it is difficult to find. So we got a request last time for someone wanting guidance in quantum computing. So we went around hunting all over the world, and finally that request reached the same person who asked for the guidance. So someone said, that there's one lady in Canada who is an expert on quantum computing, so she had to mentor herself, is what I told her. But typically, if you have other sort of mentoring requirements, most likely we'll find one. Our amchis are there all over the world, in all the fields. So we will try to get that. Our mentors have been, primarily in India, but also in US and Canada. So in terms of early stage mentoring, this is where the pre-decision sort of a time frame. So there is interaction, guidance, resources that we provide. Successful entrepreneurs like Shreyas, many others have interacted with UAs, and they provide guidance for what does it take, like what Shreyas talked about today, right? What does it take when people are afraid of taking the plunge? So there is some amount of motivation which is needed apart from caution, but that's where people who have been there and done that, their words help. And in terms of actually on the ground, you need a guidance on creating a business plan. So we guide new entrepreneurs on that. There are some templates, resources which we are provided in terms of planning the business, finance estimates. As a startup, the finance estimates are relatively simpler compared to, say, bigger companies, but still they're very essential as Smriti Pachi mentioned, managing your finances is a key part. It's a business finally. So these are some of the things where there are templates available. We are actually, as of today, in fact, shortly it will be conducted. There is a demystifying entrepreneurship workshop which is being conducted by Smriti Saukur Pachi from Canada. And this is a sort of a teaser. It's a sort of a getting interested kind of a session. And this is basically an intro and a workshop. So it's an interactive workshop where mentors we have about 15-20 mentors who will join the sessions, and we'll have breakout rooms where they will be guided through their business idea. So this can be basically a sort of a way for people to get familiar with what it takes to plan a business. And this time we are looking at two parts, where one is what is the value proposition which a business is targeting, and how are you distinct, how are you unique compared to your competition. So these are the aspects here. In future, we will expand on this. This is a program which we have just started, but the idea is that we expand to a longer, maybe 8-10 weeks kind of a program, where actually it will go through a real business idea for an entrepreneur, and if they need guidance on specific things, mentors are available to help them guide through that. Then in terms of, this is the pre-early stage, but also once the business starts running, you need further mentoring. And the goal is basically that we have mentors available. We will have sort of a mentors directory, which is in the works now. So this will list the mentors' areas of expertise, whoever we have empaneled. And there'll be a way to reach out to them and seek their advice, guidance on specific issues which an entrepreneur faces. And the second part is, where we basically look at there is one part is about how do we get mentors' guidance on business strategy or execution. There'll be domain experts, but also help with contacts. Some of it probably we can dip into, work together with KSA-CSN. So mentors could typically help with that also. In some cases, many of the businesses require second level of funding. 20 lakhs is a good funding, but you need to go to the next level. Many businesses need more than that. So there also help will be there. So whether it's VCs or SVC, both of them would probably fall into those categories. And so if there is further level of engagement, I mean, sometimes more than guidance, you want actually specific problems to be worked on, like you want consulting, which goes from beyond mentoring. So we will have opportunities for mentors to take on such specific engagement with a company. So in terms of funding, what is it? I think a lot of you would have seen, so I'll not probably go through everything here. But basically, a lot of details are available on the Samarth Bhanap website. You can look at that. So it's a grant. There is eligibility, and then there is, some of the conditions which need to be fulfilled for being eligible. How are we doing on time? 5 minutes, okay. So I'll not labor through this. This is available on the website. So in terms of, how we go through this process, there will be cohort-based selection. So applications are processed. There's a business plan presentation that is done to the evaluation committee. And based on the merits, funding decisions are taken. There's a governing body which decides that, what is the funding that is to be given in what tranches, to what business milestones it is linked. So all of this is available for, more detailed look at on our website. In terms of evaluation parameters, we look at some of the standard things, which is, high potential, highly scalable, innovation, create employment, and maybe an AMCHI cause. So these are some of the parameters, but also alignment with SBY goals. So just like a regular VC, we look at, where SBY can add value in terms of enhancing, multiplying the business value of the enterprise. The idea is not to be just a source of funds, so that's basically one of the objectives and the financial need of the applicant. Expectation is that the grantee will pay it forward, in terms of helping other companies, but also if they become successful, bring back some of that in terms of a donation. This is not like a contractual obligation. This is a sort of an obligation where, you can bring back some of that and help future entrepreneurs. And give preference to Bhanap job seekers, which also is in some synergy with CSN objectives. And of course, there are some obligations where, because as per the grant terms, the monthly or periodic statements have to be given so that the SBY is sure that the funds are being used in the way that they were projected. I guess, there are some other conditions which I'll not go through right now, but basically there are terms and conditions. So the selection process is basically, about application, business plan, and signing of the grant agreement. These are the main steps, top level. I think business support functions, we have we have seen that new entrepreneurs especially, they need help on specific things where they are not familiar, they are better at their core competency. So incorporation or things like setting up IT and financial planning or even your website, etc. If there is some support, because it's difficult for one person to get all this, so this may be something that will help an entrepreneur. So that's also provided. So how do you engage with SBY? There is a website, there's a contact form, please get in touch. And of course, after this, in the networking session, I'd be glad to work with whoever has any more questions. So this is the website, and there is announcements regularly made on these social media handles. So I think that's it. So we are here to support entrepreneurs and look forward to interacting with more of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I have about 38 names, so typically 38 minutes. Okay, so let me just quickly share the names so that you guys are ready. So the first one is Lipika and Megha Bhatt, who are transformation coach. Then is Shreya Kalavar with Baker. Amit, a member, homestay in Karzat. Where is Amit?
Can we have everyone seated, please?
Okay. Then we have Dr. Suman Munkur, research coach and mentor. Simrita Basrur, wellness counselor. Then we have Arundhati Cherkal Kaikani, who is handmade fancy household items. Vipul Bondal, public relations consultant. Followed by Asim Gokarn Harvansh. Then we have Kirti Karopadi Mule. Soumya Kulkarni, law firm. Then we have Sunil Munkur, NGO. Educating children in rural areas. Niranjan Gulwadi, harmonica player. Just making sure each of us is present here. Satish Kulkarni, followed by Nandan Kilpadi. Then we have Prashant Gulwadi, Chetna Munkur. Okay. Then we have Shailesh Tallur. Then we have Raja and Rekha Pandit, retail loans and real estate consultants. Then we have Lucky Trasi, Samir Haladi. Then we have Shantanu Rao, Sandeep Ederi, Chitra Rao, Satish Rao, Sangeeta and Samida Kumta. Okay, we have Sadanand Savnal, Rishikesh Hebde, Lakshmi Shirur. Then we have Vijay Arur, Prashant Kalbag. Then Datta Nadkarni, Kishan Chandavar, Jaideep Shirali, Shantal Bankeshwar. And anyway, if someone is not there, it's fine. We can just move on. Bhavna N.R. Kodial, Prakash Rao, Shirish Burde, and Ashwini Naimpadi. That's how the order is. And Sunil Ullal. So that's how it is. We start off. Are we ready? And there's one announcement that comes from one of our key organizers, Vipul Bondal.
Okay, so the names are mentioned in yellow at the top of the slide. So whoever name is there next, the presenter has to come to the front of the room and present. Only to make it a little more efficient, and this is no offense meant, there will be a bell at the end of 1 minute which will sound something like. Okay?
Oh my God.
So at the end of that bell, you are requested to stop.
So I am expected to be 1 minute breathless?
Yes.
Shankar Mahadevan.
The next presenter are now top or display जातं sir. So the next presenter should please come forward and stand so that we save on transit time. Thank you.
So time begins now?
Yes.
Yeah, Jai Shankar everyone.
Feeling.
Jai Shankar everyone. This is Megha Bhatt from Skills to Zen and my daughter Lipika. So Skills to Zen is a platform where science and soul meet to bring about transformation in lives. So what do we do at Skills to Zen? So at Skills to Zen, most of us actually, or rather all of us, want to upgrade ourselves professionally and on a personal basis. But when we do this, we operate from, I'm sorry to say, an outdated mental software which is already ingrained in us. So at Skills to Zen, we try to bring about a little change over here through the programs what we curate. And our programs are based on working and helping people unlock the powers of their subconscious minds. So we do this because all our programs are backed by science. We use epigenetics, neurosciences, and we use quantum physics, and we curate programs which are fun-filled, engaging, and very, very powerful, and more so they are result-driven. So our target audience is from classroom to boardroom and everything beyond. And we are here to engage with everybody and connect with everyone. So more power to all of us. Love and best wishes to everybody. And yeah, thank you.
Jai Shankar everyone. I'm Shreya Kalavar and I'm a pastry chef. And I'm the founder of Modern Bakasur. So we bake fresh cakes. We also provide vegan, keto and gluten-free cakes. So in case somebody is health conscious, they can surely approach us for a guilt-free indulgence. Then we have delivered our cakes to the Tarak Mehta team and they have absolutely loved it. We have also participated in several exhibitions and we have got an overwhelming response. And we have delivered non-perishable cakes and cookies to cities like Delhi, Bangalore and many other cities. You can check out my Instagram ID for all the products that we make. Thank you.
Yeah, Jai Shankar. And I would like to introduce my homestay to all of you. So welcome to Sri Bhubaneshwari Homestay, where our values shape each and everything that we do. We have our first value, which is sustainability, and we are in sync with nature because we have designed it in such a way that solar energy, biogas, and rainwater harvesting as one of our foundations. And every choice that we make is guided by this value. The second value is hospitality, where guests are family. And from warm welcomes to personalized care, we offer the comfort that you would like to experience. We have integrity because we have very transparent pricing and very honest services and a very genuine experiences that you will experience. And we have community where we grow with our village, and of course serenity because we have our community that is being taken care of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Suman Munkur.
Hello, this is Suman Munkur, a proud member of the KSA-CSN. I'm a research coach and a mentor, and I help PhD aspirants, people who would like to start with a PhD program. I begin with the coaching them and helping them select a topic and run through their application process. So this is support for not only academic research but also for publication throughout the journey, from starting from the beginning to the submission of their thesis and the viva preparation. It's not only about the publication or the research part, but it's also helping the mental health of researchers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Suman Bachi. Simrita Basroor.
Jai Shankar everyone, this is Simrita Archana Ajay Basroor. I'm a psychologist by profession and I'm based in Goregaon East. These are my services. I have prepared a short monologue. I hope I can do it in 1 minute. For being yourself, I'm here to guide. For learning that you are a living story that needs no rush, I'm here to guide. For recognizing a value within you, I'm here to guide. To help you in your healing process, I'm here to guide. Whether you are a teen or an adult, I'm here to guide. For your mental and emotional health, for shaping your thoughtfulness, I'm here to guide. Taking that first step and believing in working this therapeutic relation together, I'm here to guide. Let the process of better mind make you the better you. Working towards self and human consciousness, this is Simrita Basroor's Core Care Counseling and Wellness at your service. Thank you.
Thank you, Simrita. We next have Arundhati Cherkal Kaikini.
Jai Shankar, everybody. My hobby has turned into a business, and have the 3 temples are kondilale torana. So anybody can count on me during festivals. I forgot to put my Instagram handle. It's known as Creations Divine. So count on me for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Arundhati. We have Vipul Bondal.
Jai Shankar, everyone. Tell me the last time you saw an ad for a Tesla. And how many of you here would like to own one? I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to own one. You know how you know about Tesla? Tesla is an iconic brand without advertising. The only reason it's an iconic brand without advertising is because they use something called public relations. Please move the slide. And public relations is used to tell stories about brands which make them iconic. So if you want to make your brand iconic, you know whom to reach out to. Vipul Bondal here from Verite Consulting. Thank you.
Thanks, Vipul. Next, we have Asim Gokan Harvansh.
So good evening and Jai Shankar, everyone. My name is Dr. Asim Gokan Harvansh, and I say I'm a hortitect because I design tech-enabled spaces with a blend of horticulture and architecture. I've been very fortunate to be nature schooled by my parents, and I'm a nature-based specialist appointed on the SEAC committee, which is by the Ministry of Environment, Central Government. This is the first time that a lady has been appointed there, and this is my second nomination, so 4th year continuously. Last year, that is in August, I was the first Indian in 100 years to be called at the International Society of Arboriculture's 100th year conference to speak, and that's when I released my book, Secrets of Your Open Backyard. If possible, to catch hold of this book, it's available on Amazon. Currently, I'm doing a few projects. The latest is, I'm sure all of you are kind of aware, the community, integrated community development and beautification of the Mumbai Devi precinct. I've also worked on few projects like the Kumbh Mela, the next Kumbh Mela, which is coming at Godavari, Nasik. I was a principal consultant for KPMG. And before I end, since I'm a hortitect, I would like to contribute here by providing plant bouquets instead of flower bouquets every time you have a function in Mumbai, Navi Mumbai.
Sure.
Yeah, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Asim Gokan Harvansh. We next have Kirti Karupadi Mule.
Jai Shankar, everyone. I'm Kirti Karupadi Mule, founder of T2T by Kirti, now rebranded as Eco Sparkles by Kirti. I'm an eco-conscious packaging consultant for your products. I provide end-to-end services, especially for small business owners. I am an eco-artist and I create handmade products out of recycled materials, more or less, and I try and give it back to nature. I'm a Wali art illustrator, as you can see my logo, and I bring it all together, and I also teach children and grown-ups, which is totally project-based learning, wherein I bring in history, stories, art, skills together. You can check out my catalog and my Instagram handle by scanning the barcode, and I would love to connect with each one of you, and I'm always a call away whenever you need any help or just an ear as a fellow entrepreneur. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kirti. Can I request Soumya Kulkarni to be here?
Jai Shankar, good evening. I'm glad to be here for my first KSA-CSN event. So such events are very, very important for me being an advocate, because according to the Bar Council rules, we are not allowed to advertise or distribute any pamphlets or anything. So such networking events is extremely, extremely important.
This video is not intended.
I would like to take this chance. So
To be a source
I have
of
a video that I have made for you,
advertising
which will give much more details about
or
me.
solicitation,
Thank you.
and the contents hereof should not be construed
Thank you,
as
Soumya. We
advertisement.
next have Mr.
This
Sunil.
video has been created only for informational purposes. Ascent Legal Associates, founded by advocate Soumya Kulkarni. The firm specializes in intellectual property rights, criminal litigation, and family law. From the complexities of estate planning to the meticulous drafting of wills, to the intricate process of property registrations, gift deeds, and release deeds. Visit ascentlegalassociates.com or reach out via mobile at 816-982-4129.
Thank you.
Quiet villages of rural Maharashtra, a powerful spark is lighting up young minds. Our workshop empowers curious 9th and 10th underprivileged students with one belief: you can do it. Through fun games, group activities, and honest conversations, they voice their dreams of becoming doctors, engineers, police officers, army officers. These children learn life skills like time management, teamwork, and the path to higher studies, with teachers and headmasters cheering them on. Ex-students return as role models. One even returned with a doctorate from Europe to show what's possible. Top performers win scholarships, and volunteers walk away inspired by the fresh perspectives of these dreamers. With powerful mantras like live your dream, this is a win-win situation for students, volunteers, and anyone who contributes. And yes, every rupee spent by the corporate company is tax deductible, because when a child believes they can, they do it. Thank you, KSA-CSN.
I'm Niranjan Gulwadi. I'm a professional harmonica player since my retirement. He is one of my admirers. And I have performed in almost 15 cities in India, and by invitation in USA, I have shared the stage with Shankar Mahadevan also. And by training, I am an alumnus of IIT Madras. And I have worked in reputed companies like Tata Motors. I was the manufacturing head in 2 companies in India, and then I was abroad. And manufacturing consultant for a few companies in USA and Germany, but music has been my passion. So since my retirement, I'm into music. I teach online. I have a lot of students in India and abroad. And anyone who wants any programs from me, you're welcome. And you can enjoy my music. Thank you.
Jai Shankar.
Vishwa Digital Solutions, a leading digital marketing agency dedicated to transforming your business vision into thriving online success. Agency offers optimizing your Google My Business profile to enhance local visibility, designing visually captivating websites and e-commerce stores that attract and retain customers, and devising high-converting funnels and landing pages that turn casual visitors into loyal clients. Their smart CRM solutions ensure seamless customer relationship management, while their powerful WhatsApp automation boosts engagement like never before. With Vishwa Digital Solutions by your side, your business growth is not just a possibility, it's a promise fulfilled. Contact visit vishwadigital.in or call 704-535-1897.
Thank you.
Nandan Kilpadi, marine engineer by profession, over 40 years experience in sailing as a chief engineer, and then later on I took up a show job and with assignments in Scotland, Norway, Brazil, Singapore, Dubai, apart from assignments in Bharat. My main purpose of coming here is actually I'm very close to connected with sustainability, and in this regard I have made a short 10 minutes film, Manokamna, which highlights a very simple initiative called Work Near Home. I've also given suggestions to Central Railway under the acronym Red Eye Trains, which basically gives them some solutions on how to reschedule trains to reduce the crowd. Both of them are zero capital investment initiatives, and I do hope someday people will implement this.
Thank you. Jai Shankar. I'm Prashant Gulwadi, a change catalyst, passionate about helping organizations adapt, grow, and thrive in today's evolving business environment. I worked in IT firms like Wipro and Mphasis, and led offshore delivery, championed operational excellence, and unlocked value for our clients. I have helped organizations optimize operations, manage change, and deliver capability for the future. I bring a blend of agile practices, traditional project management, and design thinking. This has helped me deliver human-centered solutions to the business and to the customers. I'm also contributing to the community as a builder for Agile Network India and design thinking communities. We organize events and conferences that foster learning, collaboration, and collective growth. I have a simple goal to empower teams, shape strategy, and drive sustainable impact through continuous improvement. Thank you for this opportunity, Jai Shankar.
Good evening. I'm Raja Pandit, ex-banker, partner of Raj Financial. We are attached to some nationalized bank, private banks, and NBFC. I am arranging loans business loans as well as retail. I am also have good clients. They are of international repute. They are having factory at 4 places all over India. Plus, recently I have become a real estate agent after becoming qualified RERA agent. I am attached to some Shapurji Palanji, NVK, and Mala Sinha joint venture at Bandra. I hope I will do good in this business. Plus, I am advising society members in their legal matter or heirship matter. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm Saubhag Tracy, or Lucky for short. My family has proudly run Tracy Enterprises for over 57 years, rooted in a tradition of excellence. Started by my grandfather, Mr. Divakar Tracy, in the year 1969. Under my father, Mr. Pranav Tracy, we've embraced innovation with integrity, focusing on top-notch machines manufacturing. Currently, we're advancing hot melt coating machines, very important for the growing market of the transdermal patches. We are honored to partner with pharma leaders like Hetero Healthcare India and MBT Health USA. What makes us unique? The answer is our indigenous, cutting-edge technology. With your blessings, we continue this legacy and remain dedicated to delivering world-class solutions with homegrown innovation at their core. Thank you.
So essentially, what is most important is understanding the target group, understanding your product, finding the niche or concerns of your target group and communicating it correctly. Thank you.
This is Candid Memoirs and I'm Shantanu Rao. I've been doing candid photography since 2013. I capture moments and emotions in the photos and make it eternal memories. So I do all sorts of events, and I've struck gold and I'm here to share. So I'm doing exclusive portraits for kids and helping families create bonds together. Dramatic portraits and formal portraits and family portraits, and something that is not happening much in India, dignity portraits, exclusive portraits for senior citizens. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Shantanu.
Hey Shankar. My name is Sandeep Ederi, founder of Sync Wellness Lab. So we serve small business owners, corporate executives who want to grow in their life, who want to maintain high energy levels, who want to have a calm mind, and who want to work on their fears, self-limiting beliefs. So I help them to grow in their business. So thank you very much. I would like to interact with each and every one of you if given a chance, and maybe find opportunities to help you. Thank you so much. Thank you, CSN.
Jai Shankar everyone. My name is Chitra Rao, and I started my career as a technical writer and then moved into software quality audits. I'm a certified quality auditor and I did CMMI level certifications for a few companies. Currently, I'm working with a company called BlockSearch AI, which is a SaaS platform with blockchain and AI. And I am actually the global HR director there. And I actually do implementations of HR policies, compensation benefits, and I am right now also helping them in upscaling block certs by doing a little bit of business development. Thank you.
Jai Shankar everyone, I'm Satish Rao. I'm the co-founder of a company called Credos Talent. And what we typically do is, if you look at the current talent landscape in India, there's a dearth of really good senior technical level folks in the organization. I come with a lot of tech background and also took an opportunity to do head talent management at one of the health tech organizations, which gave me a lot of experience. So me and another colleague of mine, we started Credos Talent to help organizations find the right senior level technical talent. And we also do a lot of evaluations as well, helping our clients to do the first level of screening and all of that stuff. And I think it has really helped a lot of our clients because it streamlines the entire operations for them. And also we optimize, looking at digital areas, we also optimize talent acquisition for our customers. Thank you.
Jai Shankar, good evening everyone. I am Mrs. Sangeeta Kumta, co-founder of D Provision Company. Our organization specializes in interior design build solutions. Our associates have combined experience of more than 25 years in architecture, project management, construction-related executions on pan-India basis. Our team has successfully completed the projects for Stockholding Corporation, Navi Mumbai, Times Square Lounge, Borivali, Miracle Tech, Malad. As a co-founder of the firm, I take care of operations and commercials, while my son, architect Prathamesh Kumta, who is present here, leads the design and PMC part. We are looking forward to collaborate with the interested professionals and organizations. Thank you very much.
I am Sadanand Savanal, founder of Savanal Safaris. With over 49 years of experience in the industry, hospitality industry, and having worked in 6 countries across the globe, we offer customized domestic and international travel solutions tailored to your needs. Our services include assistance with foreign exchange, visa processing, passport renewals, or new applications. We specialize in crafting unforgettable experiences, whether it's a leisure trip, spiritual pilgrimage, wildlife adventure, or education tour in India and around the world. As a proud member of BNI, an international networking organization, and KSA-CSN, we are committed to delivering exceptional service and building lasting relationships. Let us help you explore new destinations, create lifelong memories, and make your travel dreams a reality. Partner with us for seamless travel experience and discover the world with confidence. Whether you're a corporate traveler, adventure seeker, family looking for a relaxing gateway, we have got you covered. Let's connect and explore on how we can support your travel needs. My top 2 clients for CSN have been Sri Chitra Purmat this year and Gautam Amladi Mam last year. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, and I'm Ashwini Nayampally, and I represent my company Cresa Experts LLP. Cresa means growth in Spanish. So we help, with our expertise, we help the companies to grow. And if you closely look at our logo, you'll find an eagle there. So we want all our clients to fly like an eagle, whereas we take care of their tax compliances. So what the services we offered are tax filing. So for business owners as well as salaried, retired person, we take care of their tax filing. Accounting, I want to know who all do their accounting as a compliance on annual basis. Please raise your hands. Okay, I see few hands over here. And what about who do their accounting on a monthly or a quarterly basis to know where the business grows? Any hands? I'm sure not many. So here we help them to have their accounting in place on a monthly or a quarterly basis so you know exactly where your business grows. So GST filing and registration, TDS filing, thank you. These are our top 10 clients. Thank you very much.
Jai Shankar, good evening. There's nothing much to speak because my subject is nothing to speak, just to sing a song. I told Sandeep, if somebody tells me to sing a song, I can sing. I can't speak much. It's only the speciality in I am a passionate singer. Last 40 years, I've been doing regularly auditorium shows. And especially for 40 plus. It is Swaramala 40 plus. Those who feel their dreams are all lost, because of samsara kurche, we forget to continue with our whatever passion. I take them, I teach them, and I give monthly programs. All over the globe I have done, right in Germany and everywhere I have done that. And second specialty is, you have heard about Lakshmikant Pyarelal. Pyarelal is my brother-in-law. So I'm specialized in LP shows. All over the globe I have done. Thank you so much. Those who want to sing can just contact me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi Pachi.
Hi, Prashant Kalbag on the world's favorite channel around the world with Papa Kalbag. That's the name of my YouTube channel. That's my hobby. We travel all over the world, me and my wife. How did I make this money? Through our company called Creative Awards and Rewards. How did that company make money? Thanks to SVC Bank. Till date, 35 years back, SVC was the only bank that came out with a loan for us. I still bank with SVC. 35 years hence, I still bank every day with SVC. I was their brand ambassador too. We grew to a 5.5 crore company. Pre-COVID, we were about 50 workers, now downsizing. I want to spend all the money we made and not give it to our children. So that's one important factor. Ani pure entrepreneur manta sati, but there are a lot of pitfalls in manufacturing. Please ensure that your business is profitable. Ek GST inspector yatta lo, ek income tax inspector yatta lo, every conceivable inspector to loft ke liya tu gele han tu had that. So be very careful in business. It's easy to say entrepreneur, you have to come in at the right time, downsize at the right time, and get out of the business at the right time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Prashant Kalbag.
Hi, I'm Datta Nadkarni. I've started a company called Genome Intellect Private Limited. It's the need of the hour. How many of you know or have some person in your family who has cancer? Anybody? So there are a lot of new science called molecular testing that you can identify genes which have mutations and which have specific targeted therapies. Currently, that's not yet into vogue. Only a few hospitals like Tata Memorial Hospital, Vellore, and a couple of others have started using it. So that latest technology, I've partnered with some doctors in Tata Hospital, and we are creating that company. And it will require some amount of capital to set up the lab. And so our focus is on education, training, research, and diagnostics using molecular testing. Last 2 years, I've been doing that as a CSR service to Maharashtra University of Health Sciences in Shivaji Nagar in Pune. There is a gene health lab there. I've been raising funds for the below poverty line patients and helping them to get their cancer tests done. Because without diagnosis, you can't get treated. The MJPJ plan covers them only once they are hospitalized and almost on their deathbed. Prevention is better than cure. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nadkarni. Mr. Kishan Chandawar.
Jai Shankar. I am Kishan Chandawarkar from Anugrah Financial Services, Nasik. I am also a KSA-CSN task force member and also honorary treasurer of Kanra Saraswat Association. I have been offering accounting services in Nasik for last 2 decades. We offer all type of accounting, on-site and off-site accounting services and taxation services. Looking to be connected to accountants abroad and outsourcing services, business owners looking for accounting support. We manage your numbers so that you can concentrate on your business. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kishan Ma'am. Mr. Jaideep Shirali.
Good evening and Jai Shankar to everybody. Throughout the evening, we've been talking about how everybody could become entrepreneurs and make money. Well, my job is exactly slightly different. I help the people who have made money to invest their money properly. So I've been in the business of investments for over the last 15 years. Before that, I worked for a stock exchange called OTC Exchange, which was the first electronic stock exchange in India. I work across all the financial products, so whether it's mutual funds, whether insurance, whether it's pension products, I help people plan their investments, plan their retirement, how to invest before retirement, after retirement. I also help people to reduce their personal debt liabilities. Because the experience of working across different products has helped me. I already had the experience of having one of the main promoters of the KSA-CSN group as my client, one of my clients, and I'm extremely grateful to him, though I will not name him because we don't like to name our clients. Anyway, anything to do with investments and finance, please remember me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good evening. Myself, Bhavna Nandini Raghunandan Kodyal. I have a company called Compact Giant India Private Limited. I think they have missed my presentation, so I won't able to explain you a lot. But आज हम इतने सांगे था आज age of 16 when I started my business, Compact Giant India Private Limited name was given by Ratnu Gokard. He is no more, but he has given me that name. He said, "तू 16 वर्षाची आणि तू 9 लाखा काम करू आयले आमगेलेगी तरी तुका नाव आहे आज का Compact Giant." And that's where in 94 I did my company Private Limited, where today I see Mr. Dilip Shashital here, who can witness because Citibank was my biggest client then. And now I'm into fire and safety. I'm missing my slides. Anybody needs any service in fire and safety, I'm always there. I have my own fire team. I can train people. I have my own fire marshals and fire people because I don't have presentation.
Absolutely.
Give me a few minutes.
Sure.
Fire marshals and fire officers. We have own fire tanks and we cater to a lot of malls and other things like fire NOC, fire constructions, anything. Please contact me. Compact Giant India Private Limited. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I now request Mr. Prakash Rao?
Good evening, everybody. My company name again begins with Z, Zantech. We have been in business of giving consultancy in the sphere of foods, pharmaceuticals and cosmetics. And my main business is helping people set up their businesses, product development, and also we are doing a lot of work in clinical research now. So I'm here basically to invite people to come to us. If you have any ideas, our job is to give wings to your ideas. That is how we define our company. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prakash Rao. Next, can I invite Mr. Shirish Burde?
Hello, my name is Shirish Burde. After taking early retirement from multinational bank, I have been, as a retirement hobby, I started painting, which is now my passion rekindled. I am expert in Varli paintings. I have other forms also of painting like Madhubani, Pichwai, Goan painting. And my main purpose of doing this painting as a hobby also and to promote the Varli, that is a tribal art, to the national and international level. And also if people want to decor their house in a budget amount, they can always contact me. Because if you go outside as an art, if you find a Varli, it will cost you a lot, whereas I give them in a budgeted value. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burde. Can I now request Ashwini Naimpalli?
Good evening, lovely ladies and graceful gentlemen. In fact, I had not given the name because I was not supposed to be an entrepreneur. But after listening to our Shreyas, am I right? With his smiling face and all, I went home and I got something and I decided that life begins at 77 because I like the number 7 so much that on 11th May, I am going to be 77. So I have decided to start something which is related to health. So it's a healthcare item, which is my friend is actually manufacturing in Mumbai only. And this is called Green Cure. That is, if you want to be concerned with healthcare, you have to be concerned with Sunil Ullal, who is going to give you Green Cure. And I have decided to give you only 23% charge or discount. That is 77% of the cost I am going to charge all our Saraswat Bandhus and Bhaginis. बेल जाली म्हणून आता बंद करता बट डोंट वरी सही ती जाल्यार सुद्दां हेज नुसतो परमळ घेवेद आनी बरें जालें कारण आतां हांगाची ह्याच ऑडिटोरियम हांव त्याच जाणांक हांवें वास दिला ताजो आनी आय थिंक तुमी आत्तां एकी शिंकी आयकनी आसतली बरें दिसलें सो थँक्यू वेरी मच एंड हू एम आय म्हणारी आय एम सुनील उल्लाल फ्रॉम an institution where all the members are having knowledge, skills, and they are adorable. That is KSA.
Thank you, Sunil ma'am. Well, that was a wonderful 1 minuter which we had been planning for the last 1 month, and I think it just went seamlessly. Thank you so much for all the participants. I will now request Sameer Haladi to be talking to us about next week Brahma Kalasha Savithala. Tajbadal announcement he wants to make.
Hello, Jai Shankar. म्हजें नांव समीर हलाडी आय एम वन ऑफ द वॉलंटियर्स आमी सगळे मेळून विठ्ठल ब्रह्मकलश ऑर्गनायज करता सती तरी ब्रह्मकलश विठ्ठलान तूं एवरी 12 years एक वेळ जाता वॉट इज ब्रह्मकलश इट इज बेसिकली आमी कशी मोबायल रिचार्ज करता ती तशी देवस्थानाचे बॅटरीज रिचार्ज करचे आसता सो देर इज अ रिच्युअल आय डोंट वॉन्ट टू गेट इन टू द रिच्युअल्स बट देर आर लॉट ऑफ सेवा ऑप्शन्स अवेलेबल कोणाकाय सेव करचे असल्यार माय रिक्वेस्ट इज टू जनरसली कॉन्ट्रिब्यूट to the sevas, book the sevas. I am carrying the invitations, so if anybody wants to book sevas, happy to connect with you after or during the dinner break. Thank you so much. Jai Shankar.
Thanks, Sameer. And now we have a very, very special guest with us, very distinguished guest. Can I please request Mr. Deepak Rao to be with us here on the stage? And I would also like to request Kishore Ma'am Masurkar to please felicitate Deepak Ma'am before we get to see something very, very special and we've been waiting for. Vipul, can you please introduce? He needs no introduction, but still a formality.
So when I was asked to make this introduction, I decided I'm going to start with saying this man needs no introduction. And when I told him that, he said, even God needs an introduction. So let me introduce Deepak Rao. Of course, everybody knows him, but he's the ESP man, a well-recognized corporate celebrity for his fun, mind-opening corporate edu-training sessions and his renowned ESP show. Believe it or not, Deepak has over 500 corporates booking him in over 35 countries. Check out his website to believe it. Apart from being a celebrity stage personality, Deepak Rao is acclaimed for his advertising, branding, designing, and creative skills. He is also a short filmmaker and an author. He has also been a horse rider and a keen musician. He plays the keyboards and the harmonica. Incidentally, he is also knowledgeable in astrology and numerology. With local and international media covering him routinely, Deepak Rao is recognized as a conference energizer and a corporate celebrity. Deepak Rao has also supported large fundraisers for Rotary clubs by presenting his famed ESP show at St. Andrews Hall, Nehru Center, NCPA, the club, etc. He is also a founder of a very successful organization called the CEO Forum, which is now in its 10th year. We have a short 1-minute video that highlights him better. Neha, over to you.
Deepak Rao. Deepak Rao. We have with us today one of India's leading edutainers, Mr. Deepak Rao, who will present to us his extrasensory perception show, something that he presents mostly at the highest levels for corporate India and Asia. Deepak Rao is probably...
Once again for Mr. Deepak Rao. I think one of the original entrepreneurs from our community. Thank you so much. Now we'll have the vote of thanks, followed by the Sabha Samapti, and of course the dinner awaits us. So over to you, ma'am.
For the last time, good evening. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to propose a vote of thanks to all present and not present here. A program like today's conclave could not have been achieved without the concentrated efforts of many helping a hand. There have been a lot of people behind the scenes too who have worked tirelessly to ensure the success of this event behind the scenes too. On behalf of the Canada Saraswat Association Managing Committee and the Task Force of Canada Saraswat Association Chitrapur Saraswat Network, I would like to place on record our heartfelt gratitude to the sponsors first, SVC Bank Limited, Shri Durgesh Tandavkar, Entod Pharmaceuticals, Shri Kishore Masurkar, and Acme Chemicals, Shri Rajiv Kalyanpur. Additionally, to each and every one of you who has contributed to the success of this event, thank you so much indeed, and look forward to organizing such events in the year 25-26. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I now request Ms. Simrita Basru to please come ahead for the Sabha Samapti Prarthana.
नन्दन्तु साधका सर्वे विनश्यन्तु विदूषकाः अवस्था शाम्भवी मेस्तु प्रसन्नोस्तु गुरुः सदा सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखमाप्नुयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Thank you.
Thank you, Simrita. Ladies and gentlemen, with that we come to the end of this wonderful evening. I would not even say it's an end. It's the beginning of the conclaves going forward. Lot to catch up, lot to meet. Wishing you everyone best of the wishes. And well, there's this wonderful quote I was just reading through. It says, innovate, collaborate, prosper, the Amchi way. Thank you so much. Good evening. And please have the dinner as you leave for this auditorium. Please network. This is the next 1 hour is still to network. Do catch each and every one, and the visiting cards make a huge difference. Thank you so much. Thanks. Bye-bye.